to TV shows and all things loved by nerds. We'll share just how we rate them, from our favorites to the worst. Poking fun at toxic fandom, so we'll kick this into gear and see what's on the list today. Let's discuss some toxic tears.
Well, we're moving on now to the side, to a deluxe apartment in the sky. We're moving on to the side. We finally got a piece of the pie. Fish don't fry in the kitchen, beans don't burn on the grill. Took a whole lot of trying just to get up that hill. Now we're up in the big leagues, getting our turn at bat. As long as we live, it's you and me, baby. There ain't nothing wrong with that. We're moving on up to the east side, to a deluxe apartment in the sky. We're moving on up to the east side. We finally got a piece of the pie.
Tell me how you're feeling. And we'd go, fantastic, terrific, great, oh yeah, strong juice, baby sucker, I feel wonderful, right on, right on, right on, juice, 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 juice. I feel great, ooh, wah, wah, let's kick some ass, Who's number one? We are. Who's number two? Who gives a fuck?
Alrighty, welcome to Toxic Tears. We are back. We
You will watch it.
not only are we back, but we're on YouTube for the first time.
Find it out.
Why? Why are we? Well, we like
Ron
YouTube.
fucked up.
That's right. Because Ron fucked up twice. Once because he screwed up the sound on the first one we did. And second, I'm in Facebook jail for sharing a Rankin Bass video.
Shame
So,
on you.
We're going to shoot with YouTube and see what happens. So hopefully we get a good crowd. Please make sure you comment.
Yes.
So
please.
for all of you guys who have not seen the replays on YouTube or watched the live on Facebook,
Well-
welcome to Toxic Tears.
Welcome.
Welcome. What do we do here? We rank fandoms. We put them on our tier chart. We call it Toxic Tears because so many of the fandoms have become toxic. So we're fighting toxicity and we are ranking some of your favorite movies, some of your favorite toys, commercials, all kinds of cool things, genres. And right now we're in a series on the best horror films of the 80s. And we're up to 1985 and we're doing parts 1 and 2 because why, Rob?
Because Ron fucked up.
Yep. There you go. So joining me is my amazingly sexy host,
Yes.
Rob Cochran, also known as the Kip Killer.
If you need a Jason Voorhees professional cosplayer for a party, Comic-Con, any kind of event, I'm your man. I do part 2, part 3, and 8-Bit Jason. So just give me a shout out on at the Camp Killer on Facebook and Instagram.
Right.
Appreciate it.
He is your man. He's very much
Gratuitous plug over.
gratuitous plug ended. All right. So we have one rule
One rule.
on Toxic Tears. Don't be a dick.
Don't be a dick.
If you don't know what a dick is, take biology.
No.
If you don't know how not to be a dick on social media, you shouldn't be on social media.
100%.
So this is not a democracy. This is a benevolent dictatorship. So if you are a dick, we will block you and cast you out into the darkness where there'll be gnashing of teeth.
We don't mind a little spicy debate, but don't be a dick.
Don't be a dick. Don't be a dick. All right, let's talk about our toxic tears.
Let's do that.
So S is
That's what I'm talking about. That's why he's there than me. That's why he's the GOAT. The GOAT.
Rob, tell us what S means.
Go, baby. these are flawless movies. Examples: The Godfather, Tombstone, movies like that. They're just perfect.
Yes, absolutely. Our next category is a
Good, great, awesome, outstanding, amazing.
Rob, what does A mean, brother?
Really good movies that just fall short of being perfect and in that GOAT tier.
Yep. All right. And then we've got
Smooth.
our C
I
category.
mean, it's all right. Like, overrated as fuck, in my opinion. I mean,
So what is C, Rob?
It's a good watchable movie. It's not fantastic, but it's definitely watchable. You probably would watch it again.
So you won't feel like you
Yeah.
spent 90 minutes of your life that you never
Right.
get back. All right. And F?
It's all there, black and white, clear as crystal. So you get nothing. You lose. Good day, sir.
Rob, what does F mean?
F is, like it says there, so bad it's a little bit good. Some of those cheesy movies that are kind of funny. Like you said, you may or may not watch it again, but you didn't regret sitting down to watch it.
And then last but not least is our Z category.
what the fuck?
What does Z mean, Rob?
That's what it says. What the fuck? I lost 2 hours of my life. Fuck you. I'll never get it back. Thanks.
Yep, that's what it means. Thank you, Rob, for that.
Spot on.
It was just
Spot on.
sensational dissertation. Be aware that there will be spoilers.
Yes. These are old ass movies.
They're 40 fucking years old. If you haven't watched them now, that's on yours. That's on you.
Yes.
That is on you. Now, Rob and I have either seen these movies growing up because we're old as fuck,
Yes.
or we saw them recently because we wanted to review them. But sometimes there's a movie that either we can't stand and we just don't listen. We'll fall on our swords for things, but we pick our battles. And there's some movies that I'm just not willing to pick my battle for. In Seminoid, I'm talking to you.
And Seminoid.
So when we just want to kind of get a synopsis, because we do research, I do days worth of research on these
He
things.
does a lot more than I do.
But when we just kind of want to get the highlight reel, we go to some of our friends on YouTube.
Fantastic people.
Amazing YouTubers do a far better job than we do. There's Fanboy Flicks. I just watched him on a different movie. He's absolutely hilarious. Minty Comedic Arts, our friend from Down Under, again, does a lot of pop culture movies, more of the popular mainstream movies. He's fantastic. The Bad Movie Bible does collections of movies like, knockoffs of Alien or James Bond or Indiana Jones. Our favorite YouTube host, Brandon Tenold.
He is fantastic. So funny.
Amazing. You guys just go to his library and just start from one
Mhm.
and work your way through. For the kill counts, Dead Meat. Yep. Also very humorous, but he's got great breakdowns of the kills. And then the Horror Geek, who has got this really dry sense of humor, but he's
Yeah.
fantastic.
Got an amazing beard too.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah. I'm jealous. So make sure you mark them down. That
Yeah,
is
good people.
our helpers. So in 1985, Rob, guess how many horror movies were made in 1985?
50.
Close, 59.
Oh, 59. Okay.
59, 5 years younger than me. No, there's 59 horror movies. Rob and I were talking about this before. We started out, it was like 90,
Yeah.
80. Now we're down into the 40s and the 50s. It doesn't come back, actually, until 88. We'll talk about that when we get to that episode.
Right.
But let's talk about some big things that happened in 1985. So first and foremost, you know that guy, Rob. Mikhail Gorbachev
Golf.
becomes the Soviet leader. So I still know what the fuck's on the top of his head.
So wine wasn't. Oh,
He
sorry.
spelled wine.
I'm sorry.
That's great. Also, Nintendo released in the USA. So, God, I love that. I love that gaming system. What was your favorite game on NES, Rob? Did you play NES? Because you're older than me.
Yeah.
You're about 6 years
Mario
older.
Bros. For sure
Okay.
was my favorite.
Mine was Tecmo Wrestling.
Okay, that was a good one.
Tecmo. By the way, guys, there's a cheat where you can play the dog, right? In the Duck Hunt game.
Did
Is
I
that
never?
right?
Knew,
You
yeah,
gotta
that
Google
didn't find that out till like a year ago. It's like, what the hell? I wish I'd have known
You
that.
need to Google that. Yeah. Also, You want to talk about failures like I failed last week? New Coke came out.
Really? Was it a failure or was it genius
huge. No,
was
no.
it genius marketing?
Oh, Rob, explain your thought there.
They came out and said, we're getting rid of Coke Classic. We had a whole new formula. It's not going to sell anymore. Here's our formula. Everybody hated it and demanded to have Classic Coke back. It came back and their sales went through the roof. So I think it was genius marketing. That's all it was.
You know, Rob, you may be right, but it was a huge
it was a
financial
failure.
flop.
The
Yeah.
product was a failure.
It was terrible. Did you ever drink it?
Yes,
it
I
was
did.
really bad.
It was hard.
It was
bad.
really.
Wasn't good at all.
I can't explain the taste, but it was really, really bad.
It was.
So, all right. Also, James Cameron's wet dream came true. The Titanic wreckage was found off the Newfoundland coast. It was found by Dr. Robert Ballard in the North Atlantic. So there you go. Let's talk about the movies in 1985, other than horrors.
Wait a minute.
So-
You know what else happened in 1985?
No, Rob, what?
I turned 21.
Rob turned
Could drink
21.
liquor.
Wow. What was I? I don't even fucking
Hey,
14.
you're like 65
I was
years
14.
younger, right?
I was 14,
Okay.
71, yeah. The movies that weren't horror movies. Selma's Fire came out. Red Sonja, which was where Arnold Schwarzenegger wasn't Conan, but he was Conan. Return to Oz. God, what a mind freak that movie was. I probably could do. I think Brandy likes that movie, right?
She might. I don't know.
Prizzi's Honor with Jack Nicholson. A View to a Kill. Roger Moore as James Bond. Beverly Hills Cop. Come on.
Classic.
Cocoon, which by the way you can't get on streaming.
Cocoon? You
Yeah,
can't?
you can't get on streaming.
Great
no.
movie.
Fletch, one of my favorite Chevy Chase movies of all time. Pale Rider, Rob, came out in
Great movie.
'85. Also, The Goonies. You know what we say about The Goonies, Rob?
What do we say about the Goonies, Rob?
Fuck Corey Feldman.
Fuck Corey Feldman, that's right.
Fuck Corey Feldman.
Fuck Corey Feldman.
The Emerald Forest. I never saw that.
That's got to be something to do with Oz, right? Or no?
I don't know. It's no. And
Emerald, I just heard, Emerald City. Emerald Forest.
and a very small little independent flick that didn't do much called Back to the Future came out.
Yeah, it didn't do very well.
Also, Rocky IV and The Breakfast Club came out.
The Breakfast Club, excellent movie.
Love that movie. My daughter loves that movie. TV shows. The Golden Girls debuted on NBC.
Great show.
Yeah. Yep. Also, MacGyver premiered.
Could make a machine gun out of a pencil, a rubber band, and a paper clip.
Right. This is the man who single-handedly saved the duct tape market.
Yes.
Also, the final episodes of The Dukes of Hazzard
Oh,
aired in 1985. And then guess what debuted? Letterman's Top 10 this debuted. So that was fantastic. Also, Live Aid happened.
wow.
Featured Queen, U2, Led Zeppelin. There was a reunion. David Bowie, Elton John, Madonna, and many, many, many more. Whitney Houston's single album debuted.
Wow.
What a sad story.
Very sad story.
An amazingly talented singer.
Yes.
We Are the World also came out. I'm going to play a little bit of that. Let me get, because this is a long freaking video.
There's a choice we're making. We're saving our own lives. It's true, we make a better day. Just you and me.
You got to admit, though, that was, I don't think since then they were able to put that many. This was the end game of the music industry.
Yeah,
This
it
was
really
the
was.
Avengers end game
It
of the
was.
music industry. That's Willie Nelson.
Stand next to Dionne Warwick.
Dionne Warwick, thank you. Didn't she? Is she the one that did the psychic hotline afterward?
I think so.
Yeah.
Yes.
There's Bruce Springsteen.
Fuck Bruce Springsteen. Sorry.
Back in my youth, he was. Oh, there's Kenny Loggins.
Yeah.
That back in my youth, that was Springsteen was huge. Who is that? Is that? That's a Hobbit.
Are your speed? Oh no, that's
That's oh my God, Journey.
Johnny. Yeah.
Sorry guys, that's Steve Perry. Daryl Hall, right?
Looks like him. Who's that?
I don't know. That's Is that Corey Feldman? No, that's Michael Jackson. There's Huey Lewis.
Yeah.
So big time. This was this truly was. Oh,
Indeed.
Cyndi Lauper. This was. I forgot all the people that were in this. I mean, they never did this again. This is an event that happened once, and it was for USAID
Kim
for
Carnes?
Africa. Kim Carnes, okay.
I think so.
Look how excited Cindy is. She's just so excited to be there. Look at that. It's
A lot of
insane.
people.
So Lionel Richie would be the one that would get the Thor's hammer, right? He would go entertainers assemble.
Did he?
So there's Kenny Rogers. Look at that.
And nobody got paid.
No. What's that guy's name? Oh, you can call
Stevie
me.
Wonder?
No,
Oh, yeah.
Paul. You can call me. You can call
old.
me Al. There's Oates.
Oops.
I don't know who that guy is.
Don't know that.
Don't know. I mean, look at that. Insane. So that was We Are the World. The music hits topping the charts were Careless Whisper by George Michael. Don't You Forget About Me, Breakfast Club. Madonna's Like a Virgin.
Oh,
Take on Me, Dire Straits, Money for Nothing. God, I love that song.
Love that song too.
And Tears for Fears, Everybody Wants to Rule the World. Sheet one gone. Okay, guys. Well, we covered that. So, our first movie, Rob, that we covered last week, and now we're
Yeah,
covering
it seems like
again,
we've done this before. Deja vu.
is Transylvania 65000. This movie had a budget of $5.5 million, and it grossed 7.2, so just barely broke even. There's no confirmed on-screen deaths, but there are some parodies of some of your favorite Universal monsters.
Yes.
Frankenstein. He's a stitched up
Giant?
stitched up,
The hell's a
giant, whose name is Kurt Henyati. He was reconstructed after a car crash. The werewolf is Larry Malbut. He has a medical condition causing his hair to grow, lycanthropy. There is a nymphomatic vampire named Gina Davis. You guys may be familiar with her.
Huh.
Her breasts make a huge appearance. I think
Yeah,
they're
they
actually
do.
co-stars in this
A lot
film.
of cleavage.
And then the mummy is this woman who has underwent plastic surgery, and she's excited. I got bazoinkas or knockers. I forget what the line is, but really, really funny. All-star cast. It was shot in location around Zagreb and Sumobor in Croatia, and at Mokrice Castle, that's now in Slovenia. And it's the tallest cast that the director ever worked with. I think it's the tallest cast, period, except for maybe some of the Fast and Furious movies. It had Goldblum, Begley, Jones, Davis, Gibb, and Richards were all over 6 feet tall.
Crazy.
That's insane. So one of the tallest casts ever.
Still small to me.
It made a huge comeback on HBO, on video. Thank God for
I
Blockbuster
don't know
Video.
how.
So yeah, right. It was financed by the Dow Chemical Company.
Could figure that one.
That was to keep the money in Yugoslavia. They had money locked up in Yugoslavia and couldn't release it, so they produced this movie to release those funds.
Crazy.
Yep. So it is the name of it is a takeoff of Glenn Miller's Pennsylvania 65000. Glenn Miller was a famous band leader that if you're anything beyond, what would you say, Rob, Gen X? Yeah, you don't know who the fuck Glenn Miller is, but look him up. It's worth the Google. There was also a Bugs Bunny cartoon called Transylvania 65000. That has nothing to do with it. It's when Bugs Bunny visits Dracula's castle, which is actually pretty funny.
It is.
Seeing Dracula play the straight man is pretty funny in that. It also has one of the most catchy theme songs that you've ever heard in your life. So the director was Ruth DeLuca. He has 54 credits, and he directed 4 Mel Brooks films, Rob.
Crazy.
And they were all the kind of the lower tier ones. They really were. Dracula Dead and Love. I love Mel Brooks. He's absolutely one of the best directors out there.
Genius.
But Dracula Dead and Loving is terrible.
Never seen it.
It's absolutely horrific.
I've never even heard of it.
Horrific. And I love Leslie Nielsen too. It's got Mel Gibson, Leslie Nielsen. It's got an all-star cast. It really does. It has an all-star cast. It's terrible.
Well, we know by this movie the all-star cast don't really
So
matter.
I think he repeated what he did in Transylvania 65000 and Dracula Dead and Loving it. Rudy also played Vinny in Spaceballs. So that was cool. It stars Jeff Goldblum, who has 551 credits, Rob. So
a lot.
We know Sexy Jeff. from
Sexy
Jurassic
Jeff.
Park. Look at that. He just exudes sexiness. That's for the ladies, Rob. That's for the ladies.
For the ladies.
That's for the ladies.
You're watching, honey?
And then, of course, non-sexy Jeff
Yes.
from The Fly. And since then, he's, done tons of movies, but
What's my favorite?
Oh, shit. What is your favorite?
That he's done? One of my favorites, maybe not but The Long Riders. The Long Riders, he played a kind of a hip character, but it was a good character.
I think my favorite role for him probably was The Fly.
Yeah, that was
I
really
think
good.
it was The Fly. He also is well known by Gen Z and Gen Alpha for the apartment.com commercials.
Apartment Finder or whatever.
Yeah, Apartment Finder, whatever it was. Yeah. Ed Begley's in it. Ed Begley is best known for being on Saint Elsewhere. If you guys, all my Gen Xers out there, that's an all-star cast. Denzel Washington, Howie Mandel's in it. Mark Harmon.
A lot of people.
Yeah.
All good stars.
And that ran for 6 seasons. Wow. 609 credits for Ed. Joseph Bologna was in it. Joseph played Dr. Malabakwa. I actually said that right, Rob. I'm so proud of
That's
myself.
pretty cool.
Malabakwa, bitches. He's the highlight of the movie. Undoubtedly, he does the Jekyll and Hyde persona. When he goes in the lab, he turns into this kind of crazed doctor. When he goes out, he's like a normal guy. But he's absolutely the highlight of this. He's absolutely the highlight. Joseph's in one of my favorite movies, My Favorite Year. Here's a clip from that. So let me set this up. My Favorite Year is about Peter O'Toole plays a Errol Flynn style guy actor who's kind of at the end of his career. He's got an alcohol problem. He's got family problems. Benji Stone, who was I forget what his name was from Perfect Strangers, plays his kind of foil. He's like this is Jiminy Cricket, his character. Anyway, Joseph Bologna doesn't own. He's kind of like the Sid Caesar. That's the name I was looking for last time. Sid Caesar, Ed Sullivan style kind of TV host. And he's kind of like super arrogant and all that. And they play off that. It's very funny. But anyway, he's doing skits for a criminal. He does skits parodying a criminal called Boss Hijack. Boss Hijack. And Boss Hijack's not happy about it. There's a great scene where Boss Hijack threatens him and he threatens him back and all that. But anyway, so what's happened is Boss Hijack's men, because it's a Roj. The mafia's guy name is Rojak, and the parody is the Hijack. So it's Boss Hijack, and the guy's name is Boss Rojak. Anyway, Rojak's men attacks him during the show, and everyone thinks it's part of the show. He's getting his butt kicked, and then Peter O'Toole comes in. I love this scene. One of the best climax.
What is Swan doing in the balcony?
Please, get a light on him. Get a light on him.
In the balcony. He's in the balcony.
Take 3. Good.
Well, my soul. Figure it out.
One. Loosen up on 3. Loosen up on 3. And 3.
Oh, God, this makes me happy.
So the joke of that is the guy doesn't speak throughout the whole show, the whole movie. He speaks through this girl, his friend.
If you talk during any of that, nobody heard you, Ron.
What?
Because that was very loud.
Oh.
Nobody heard you talking.
I heard it in my headphone.
Did you?
Yeah,
I didn't hear it in mine. Anyway,
I heard it. Anyway, so he talks through this girl that is his friend, and he finally says something. So that's the joke there.
2. Do as I told you.
My favorite scene coming up right here. But Joseph Bologna, definitely the highlight of that film. He's hilarious in it. The guy from Perfect Strangers is good too. I wish I could remember his name. He's good too, but but without a doubt, Peter O'Toole is amazing. But Joseph Bologna is the star of that. Also is Gina Davis and her breasts.
Her breast.
She's 249 credits. She married Jeff in 1987. I think they met. You said on the set of The Fly, right, Rob?
That's what I understand.
Yeah, they met on the set of The Fly. And then she was also in this film and Earth Girls Are Easy, which is terrible. That's Downtown Julie Brown, I think, is the person who. No, it's not just Julie Brown. I don't think it's Downtown Julie Brown. Is the one I think who directed it or whatever. But my favorite movie with Gina, of course, is League of Their Own.
Good movie.
Yeah, but she again has 249 credits. Michael Richards plays FAVES.
Very goofy, very physical.
168 credits. He's most known for playing Kramer.
Why did you go up there to heckle her for?
Because she came down to the club and heckled me. I give her a taste of her own medicine.
Oh,
He played Kramer in Seinfeld, but Rob and I love this. I'm not a big Seinfeld fan. I like the soup Nazi or whatever it's called. But this is one of my favorites.
yeah, you gave her a taste of medicine, all right.
Well, I didn't want her to have an accident.
What accident? Well, after he heckled Toby, she got so upset she ran out of the building and a street sweeper ran over her foot and severed her pinky toe.
That's unbelievable.
Yeah, then after the ambulance left, I found the toe. So I put it in a Cracker Jack box, filled it with ice, and took off for the hospital.
You ran?
No, I jumped on the bus. I told the driver, I got a toe here, buddy. Step on it.
Holy cow!
Yeah. Then, all of a sudden, this guy pulls out a gun. Well, I knew any delay's gonna cost her her pinky toe, so I got out of the seat and I started walking towards him. He says, where do you think you're going, Cracker Jack? I says, well, I got a little prize for you, buddy. Yeah! Knocked him out cold.
How could you do that?
Yeah, then everybody is screaming because the driver, he's passed out because of all the commotion. The bus is out of control. So I grab him by the collar, I take him out of the seat, I get behind the wheel, now I'm driving the bus.
I'm driving the bus.
You're Batman.
Yeah, I am Batman.
Now, unfortunately, Mr. Kramer had some controversy when he started doing stand-up.
Just a smidge.
Yeah, we won't talk about that. But he's making a comeback, but he was out of the circuit for a while. Also in it is Carol Kane.
Great, love her.
She plays Loopy. She's 291 credits. She made her Broadway premiere, Rob, at 14. And of course, her big break came with Taxi, which is a great show. I think it's available on streaming right now.
Yeah,
a couple of channels. And then she's most known for
Liar!
Princess Bride.
Love
that movie. I think that's that's a flawless movie.
It's definitely a goat.
She played the Ghost of Christmas Present.
The bust balls.
in Scrooge. She beats the hell out of them.
The bitch hit me with the toaster.
Yeah, that's right. And then she also played Granny in the two Addams Family movies. So
she's presently on Star Trek Strange New Worlds.
Oh, is she?
She plays
the
head
Okay.
engineer.
I did not know that. That's awesome.
Great character, too.
That's awesome. Okay. And then John Biner played Radu. He has under 184 credits. He got his big break on Laugh-In. He played the straight man a lot. But he was also he basically was a producer and writer on a show called Bizarre that was in Canada.
SCN, the Stallone Cable Network, presents Rocky's Kitchen.
This is his Rocky Balboa impersonation.
Rocky, you're on.
Yo. How you doing? I was just beating my meat. Hey, it's good to have you back. If you remember last week, I showed you how to make chicken mafioso. For those of you who didn't see the show, chicken mafioso is the same as any other chicken, except all the bones are broken. You know what I Now for today's recipe, I keep on getting requests for my famous raw egg diet drink. Here's how we make. First, we put in 12 raw eggs. Use 2 hands if you're in a hurry like I am, you know what I mean? If we got the place and saying we got a half-hour show, we got to keep on going here. I don't know who was counting. Were you counting? I wasn't counting, okay? Okay, we got the 12 raw eggs in there. Then we add a little paprika. Use your own discretion, if you know what I mean, huh? Okay, then we got a little bit of lemon juice right here. You put a little bit of that in, okay? Maybe you like a little more lemon if you like a little bitter, You go like that, okay? Then you put the top on. Remember, put the top on or else the eyes go, okay? Then we push it in and go really hard. You gotta go, Okay, we put that there, and we find our cup. Where the hell's our cup? You need a cup. Okay, I must have knocked it over when I was beating my meat. Okay, then we take the top off right here. Like this, then we pour it in there. You gotta pour it in, because without the cup, you got nothing to drink out of, you know what I mean? Okay, then you go down the old hatcherini. Boy, that's close to nothing, you know what I mean? Whoa, Yo, Adrian, wow, okay. It bounces too. Okay, excuse me a minute. Rambo! It's not all out yet. Rambo 2! Good boy. Perfect, that's perfect. Well, we hope you all enjoy us. Next week on Rocky's Kitchen, I'll teach you how to make mincemeat, okay? Come on in here. This is Harry Mintz. And here's how we're gonna make mincemeat, okay? Bye-bye, everybody. Wave with what you got left, Harry, okay?
That was John Miner. So that was an interesting. I like to see that unitard, Rob. I think
Yeah,
good
I don't think
unitard.
anybody wants to see that.
No, you should talk to Brandy. Teresa Ganzel played Elizabeth Ellison. 134 credits. She was Jeff Goldblum's girlfriend in the film. If you think she looks familiar, she was Macy in the. Is it Macy or Lacey in The Toy?
I'm not sure. I think it's Macy.
Yep, and she was doing the Gina Davis thing there.
Yeah, that's true.
And also, she starred with Jim Carrey in The Duck Factory, which was a failed sitcom that Carrey was in about an animator. So we're gonna have a Jim Carrey's in this countdown or in our review. I hate saying countdown in our reviews. She was also in My Favorite Year. So see how I brought it all around, Rob?
You brought it all around, Ron.
Brought it all around. Finally, Norman Fell played Mac Turner, 214 credits. He plays the newspaper because these guys are going out and finding these monsters. They're like work for the Enquirer.
His son is Begley Jr.
Yep. But he was most notably for Three's Company.
Mr. Roper.
Mr. Roper and Politically Correct.
Did you tell him about your pain?
No, we didn't talk about you.
Infamous for mugging the camera. I call him Deadpool's great grandpa.
Funny they let him do that.
Yeah,
That's so
infamous
funny.
for mugging and breaking the fourth wall.
I want to sculpt.
Are you kidding? That's a great likeness.
That? It's just a blob.
Oh, don't fool me. I'd recognize your mother anyplace.
Isn't that pretty? How do you like it?
What is it?
It's macrame. I'm making a holder for my pot.
You knitting yourself a girdle?
Anyway, before anybody gets, any feminists get angry, she gave as good as he gave. So we're just not saying her response.
They had fantastic chemistry.
Yeah, they did. He was fantastic. Norman Fell is a character that would never be. No one would do that. All right. So what do we say on this one, Rob? I like this movie. It's a guilty pleasure. It's not great. There's no laugh out loud moments. Even even when they reveal the monsters being these kind of parody versions,
normal people.
It's funny. Joseph Bologna is funny, but even his shtick gets old quick. Richard's shtick gets really old really quick. And even Carol Kane and John are good, but the jokes are basically dad jokes. It's like just nonstop dad jokes, and a lot of them don't land.
Not good dad jokes either.
No. So
then we give it an F.
I would, I think even though it would fall into the too bad, it's so bad it might be somewhat good, but for an all-star cast and the talent they had and the director they had, this should have been a win. It should have been a home run.
Was not.
Was not. So was not at all. All right, up next, One Spittin'. One Spittin' is about a young man who wants to have sex with his girlfriend, and she's holding out, which is pretty much what 90% of the teen movies in the 80s.
Right.
And then a vampire played by Lauren Hutton. Jim Carrey plays the boy. Lauren Hutton decides, because he's a virgin and an 18-year-old virgin, they make lots of jokes about 18-year-old virgin. This is back in 1985. They're making those jokes.
Right.
God, if she was in 2025, she'd be starving to death.
She would.
Anyway, she needs a virgin to stay young, so she starts pursuing Jim Carrey's character.
She has to do it by midnight.
Right.
On Halloween.
Yep. And she has to bite him near his groin.
3 times.
Yep. So budget was 3.2. This actually made 10 million. There's no kill count. She bites Jim Carrey's character. This was Jim Carrey's first starring role. At the time, he was still years away from Living Color and breakout hits like Ace Ventura, but you can definitely see some of his mannerisms developing. He's very subtle in this, very toned down.
He is very toned down.
It's not a bad performance, but it's a muted performance.
Mm-hmm.
Again, not laugh out loud.
No.
It's kind of just a fun movie. It's like it's like riding a moped. It's fun till you get caught.
But you don't want your friends to see you
Right,
on
right,
it.
exactly. And they follow all the vampire tropes, and the ending is really silly, really, really silly. But there's this dance off in the movie that was improvised by Carrey and the rest of the cast. They worked on it for like 10 hours. Is that right? Something like that?
Yeah, a long time.
So, but there's a couple of moments, but again, it's your typical, it's not teen angst. It's typical the 80s kind of innuendo, sex stuff that prevailed throughout these kind of comedies. It didn't go full Porky's,
right?
But it wasn't even close. But it's got a really good cast. It's got a really, really good cast. So the director is Howard Storm.
Not
he has,
Stern.
Right. He has 114 credits, and he has directed. If you watch TV in the 80s, you were watching a Howard Storm show. Mork and Mindy, Rhoda, Taxi, Laverne and Shirley. You did episodes of these, not the entire series, episodes of each one. Usually 1 to 2, 3 episodes of each one. Just the 10 of us. And that's what they did back they still do it. They have guest directors come in.
They do, yeah.
Just the 10 of us, Hogan's Family, Sister, Head of the Class, Mr. Belvedere, Joey Loves Chachi, spinoff of Happy Days, Keenan and Kel, Give Me a Break, Major Dad, I love that show. Alf. They're showing, I see a lot of Alf clips on TikTok right now.
Really?
Yeah. Too Close for Comfort, Perfect Strangers, The Red Fox Show, and Full House, which is one of my wife's favorite shows. A lot of these were TGIF, I think, or around that time.
Yeah, close.
So if a lot of the shows he wrote were actually quite funny. So he does have a good comedic style, but this film just wasn't. It was very vanilla. Jim Carrey. What
can you say about
408 credits, right? And he was in Living Color. Did that for a good long time.
Ron and I differ about this show. I think it was very funny. He doesn't think that funny.
I was trying to get a Jim Carrey clip, and number one, we'd probably get shut down if we showed half the clips because they're so not politically correct.
Right, yeah.
Which was so awesome. And again, a show like In Living Color, directed and written by the people who directed and written it, would not survive today. It would be canceled at the first episode. Because Carrey played some controversial characters. The Wayans did. The entire cast did. They played some very controversial, but that was the fun of humor back then.
It was.
We laughed at each other. We laughed at ourselves.
Yeah.
And that's not a thing anymore.
Hopefully it's coming back.
But we're going to play I need to get a graphic for this, Rob. I'm going to work on that. We're going to try to stump Rob and see if Rob recognizes the films of Jim Carrey. I need to get a sound. What can we use for a soundbite? What can we use for a soundbite to lead this in?
I don't know.
Let's see what we got.
Crack is whack.
There you go. There you
Crack
go.
is whack. There you go.
All right. So let's let's talk about. So you here comes the first one.
Ace Ventura, Pet Detective.
Right. I think that was the movie that really launched him.
Probably.
Yeah. And I think that's one of his funniest.
It was very funny.
Unfortunately, the shtick got old. The shtick got old quick. How about that one, Rob?
Dumb and Dumber.
Yeah, that's right. They actually made a sequel to that and a prequel.
Dumberer and Dumberer.
Yeah,
or
and the
whatever.
prequel they weren't in. Yeah. Next one.
Sonic the Hedgehog.
Right. He was good in that too. He was actually pretty good in that. I like that one.
Ace Ventura, Pet Detective, When Nature Calls.
Wrong. That's Wolverine Origins. Again, both the Ace, but every time I watch them, even though I know what's coming, I bust out laughter. It's that 14-year-old kid in me that comes to life.
The scene when he comes out of
The
the rhino's
rhino.
butthole. Oh, Badass.
Kick-ass. Badass.
I'm sorry, I don't know where that
Badass.
Kick-Ass. Too.
Kick-Ass 2. Yeah, Kick-Ass 2. He played, I can't remember the character's name, but this is right after this movie came out against guns. And his character has guns.
So funny, huh?
Yeah, yeah. All right.
Oh, I wonder what that is, Mask.
Yeah, yeah.
Smoking.
My favorite Jim Carrey movie of all
What
time.
was that one? How the Grinch Stole Christmas.
I think the best live adaptation of a cartoon. I think it's as good as the original cartoon.
Shut your mouth.
I
No
do.
way.
I think it. Yeah. I
Nothing
absolutely
beats the classic, but
no, I think it's as good.
he was so miserable filming that though.
Yeah. Did they bring in like a CIA guy that
They did.
specialized
To
in
help him
torture?
cope. It was
Yeah.
torture, yeah.
And you said that? Didn't you tell me that Ron Howard wore the makeup once?
For a whole day just to see what he went through.
Yeah. Well.
It was crazy.
Okay. My wife's favorite Jim Carrey movie.
Liar, liar.
Yeah. That was actually funny.
It was
Yeah.
hilarious.
My second favorite is this movie.
Man in the Moon.
Right, where he did Andy Kaufman.
Kaufman.
This, I think, is his best performance.
I don't think anybody could have played Andy Kaufman.
No, I
but
think
him.
this is his best performance. It's Man in the Moon for me. It's Grinch, Man in the Moon, and then the two Ace Ventura movies kind of back to back.
Excuse me. Batman.
Yeah, not a bad Riddler. Not a bad.
That's good Riddler.
I would have liked to see what Robin Williams could have done with the role, but
Both of them could have killed, were well suited for that role.
yeah, I agree. Agree wholeheartedly.
Bruce Almighty.
Yep. Yep. That was funny too.
It was funny.
And
very
Morgan
funny.
Freeman was good in that.
It was.
The sequel was terrible.
Yeah, it was. Oh, this. Like I said, it's not the bank robbery. one.
We did this twice, Rob. You should
I know. I
this
can't.
one. That's Fun with Dick and Jane. I didn't get that
that's
one.
Right. That's right. I can't remember what you told me this one. was.
This is the Truman Show, which is a
Truman
good movie.
Show,
It's just
that's-
long. You could feel the runtime. I was trying to find a clip, and this was from Saturday Night Live. And I actually think it's a pretty funny clip.
You're not gonna play this long, are you?
No. It's a 5-minute clip. I'm going to play about a minute of this clip.
You played
could
5
check it on
minutes
YouTube.
last time.
Yeah, you could check it out on YouTube. We got too much to cover.
This is funny as hell, though.
It's like an amalgam of every character he's ever played.
It is.
No roughhousing in the spa. Settle down, please. You're talking to me? Cut the horseplay, sir, or I'll be forced to eject you from the swimming facility. Thank you so much. I'm sorry. Who exactly are you? Lifeguard on duty, sir. If you don't mind, I have to watch the water. You're the lifeguard for the little jacuzzi here. Correct, sir. Continue splashing, and I'll be forced to ban you from all aquatic activity. Thank you so much.
You know, I'm just splashing water on myself, on my
Of course
face.
you were, sir. Then the other guy's doing it. Then the other guy. Next thing
I swear to God, he looks like Johnny Knoxville in this skit.
He does.
He looks like young John Knoxville.
you know, a body goes under and there's bloated carcass stuck in the filter. So if you don't mind,
But I'm the only guy in this jacuzzi right now.
I am on watch, sir. I cannot have this conversation right
You know, it's funny when you're younger, the shtick is funny all the way through. When you're older, it gets old quick.
Yeah, that happens when you get old. Cranky.
Sucks.
Attention swimmers! Attention swimmer! You are too far! Return immediately!
So funny.
Yeah, so that was the lifeguard sketch, which that was the first time he actually hosted on Saturday Night Live. And he actually, the whole show is actually pretty good. Saturday Night Live is not known for being a great show anymore. But
It was in the 70s.
Yeah,
Original.
That's the original cast. Lauren Hutton, who played the Countess, she was a famous model, supermodel back in the 70s and 80s.
I did not know.
Yep, and she definitely does the Gina Davis thing here.
Yeah.
She actually was also in 140 different. She's credited for 140 different projects. Also, do you know, Rob, that 3 writers wrote this thing?
I did not know that.
3 fucking writers wrote this thing. That makes me angry.
It took 3 of them to come up with what they came up with?
Yeah, it makes me angry. Karen, the girlfriend, she has 25 credits. She was best known as Kay Lloyd in Dallas. My wife would know that one. And then, of course, the big bright spot of this movie was Cleavon Little.
Cleavon Little.
If you don't know who Cleavon Little is, shame on you. Cleavon Little is in the greatest movie of all fucking time. He is in
the best
Blazing Saddles.
Blazing Saddles.
Hey, Charlie. Let me ask you something.
We are playing this whole clip.
Oh, we're playing the whole
What is
clip?
it?
Okay.
It's not exactly water, and it ain't exactly earth.
Another film that would never be made today. Rob, if we ever remade this movie, I want you to play that part.
Okay.
Oh, shit. Quick, Sam.
What part do you think I would play?
The horse?
The horse?
Gene Wilder's part.
Oh, would you? Oh, you're so sweet. Oh, I was hoping you'd say that.
Dang, now we are in trouble.
They in trouble.
Wow! Get your rope down. Get over there quick.
Right, Mr. Taggart.
Dang, that was lucky. Doggone near lost a $400 hand card.
He is so good in this movie.
He is.
He is so good in this film.
Slim Pickens is just that good all around.
The whole cast is amazing.
Yeah, we can take it right off to just a little bit to the left of that hill over yonder. And
We're gonna die, bud. They're gonna leave us here to die. Take it easy, Charlie. My foot's on the rail.
Oh. Then maybe down that canyon. I think it's pretty level off there. Can't swing back to the right because of that hill there. That looks like the way we'll have to go from here.
Yes.
Yep. Yeah, we'll put her right down through over that ridge. Good. Come on. Well, boys, the break's over. Don't just lay there getting the suntan. Ain't gonna do you no good no how. There. Take that shovel and put her to some good use. Come on, Ralph. Get on, boy. Come on.
What?
Don't do that.
Don't do it.
Baby.
Bob, don't do that.
I have to.
Send a wire to the main office and tell them that I said, ow!
Send the wire, main office. Tell them I said, ow. Gotcha.
So funny.
Cleavon Little, he was also in Fletch too. One of the most amazing actors. He died in 1992. He played Sheriff Bart. I told Rob last time we did this that I actually saw a YouTube video where they had Gen Zers reacting to this movie.
And they loved it.
And they loved it. And this shows you there is a hunger for that type of comedy because that film was made to mock racism. It does so. And see what's happened with modern scriptwriters. They preach their message.
Yes.
Where Richard Pryor and Mel Gibson, I did it again.
Mel Gibson, wow.
Mel Brooks created a movie that made fun. That's how you beat racism. You make fun of it. Yep. And you do it in a way that just is Rob, we're never going to make that's the sad part. You're never going to see it on Blazing Saddles.
No.
Not ever.
Unfortunately.
Ever. Humor used to be the ointment on the wounds of society.
Ointment.
We took that
Isn't
away.
that a funny word? Ointment.
Ointment is. I was going to say salve, but
ointment's better.
I think ointment's better.
We need to get a soundbite for ointment.
Moist ointment.
Moist is a horrible
word. It really is. That the entire movie is. I have seen that movie. I would, Rob. You probably saw it close to 100 times in my lifetime. I laugh every time I see it.
Oh yeah.
Every time. It should be required watching for film students in college because nobody. As far as comedy, as far as the way it looked, the acting, I mean,
you don't know how
it's
hard,
a goat.
You don't know how hard right now I'm trying to hold back.
Oh, all the lines,
quotes from the movies.
Quotes,
I'm so hard.
We need to do a toxic tier on the best scenes from the Blazing Saddles.
We wouldn't be able to do it. We couldn't.
No, enough of that. Megan Mullally, she has a bit part, and you're like, Ron, why the hell are you bringing up some bit actress?
Yeah, why are you bringing up bit?
She was from Will and Grace.
If you ever watch that show.
Yep. And she was uncredited in this film. She has 277 credits, and she's most famous for being Karen Walker in Will and Grace. So there you go.
Yay.
All right. So Rob, three writers, Rob. Three fucking writers.
3 writers.
What are we giving this one?
I believe we gave it an F, because that's what I would give it right now.
I could have sworn we gave it a C.
Did we give it a C?
Yeah, I think we gave it a C because unlike Transylvania 65,000, it's a fun movie.
It is a fun movie.
Yeah.
I think you're right. We did give it a C.
Yeah. And Carrie, despite
the writing was horrible. But
despite him being muted, he still carried the film.
He did.
He really did.
Carried.
And he carried it. And Lauren Holt was actually pretty good in it too as well. And you got Cleavon Little. I got to give it points for Cleavon.
Cleavon.
Yeah. All right. Next up is The Bride. So what happened was, by the way, on the just a couple. Throw it back at me. This is it. There were a couple of fun facts I missed.
No, we're past that, Ron.
Yeah, we're moving on up. The movie made a cult return on late night TV and the USA Network. I remember it being on the USA Network constantly. I did talk about the budget, right? It was 3.2. It made $10 million. And it was filmed in Hollywood and Los Angeles. They did a lot of guerrilla filming.
A what?
They did a lot of guerrilla filming. You could see it. They did guerrilla filming in it, which is something that was big in the 80s where they would just film on a street, which you cannot do today. You got to get all kinds of permits and all kinds of waivers and shit, but they actually
We've done a few movies where they've thrown caution to the wind with that.
Right. So they wanted to remake The Bride of Frankenstein.
And they did not accomplish
Who the
that.
fuck is Frankenstein?
Frankenstein, wow.
I learned the English language. Frankenstein. So they made this film, which is a pro-feminist film. It's the third pro-feminist. We had the Wolf movie. Rob, fucking blank on everything. What was it called?
The Wolf movie?
The Wolf movie.
In the presence of something.
Company of Wolves.
Company of Wolves.
Thank you.
Welcome.
Thank you. Company of fucking Wolves. Hold on.
Another horrible movie.
Sleepover Massacre? Is that one?
Slumber Party Massacre.
Slumber Party Massacre. Damn it. So those are the three feminist movies. Slumber Party Massacre was written directed, I think, by a female. She wanted to make a movie that kind of parodied or lampooned. I should say lampooned slasher films, and she did it in a very creative way. And then there was Company of Wolves, which is terrible. It's about puberty, done very poorly. And this is the pro-feminist version of Bride of Frankenstein. Now there are pro-feminist films that are very good. Peppermint, Monster, Sweetheart. There's some really good pro-feminist films. This was not. And they added in...
It didn't even feel like a pro-feminist movie to me at all.
Felt very heavy-handed.
She was very looked down and control.
Well, that was the idea. He created a woman to be his equal, and once she started speaking up, he's like, no, fuck that. Yeah. So, but they put Sting in it to draw women in, and they put Jennifer Beals in it to draw the men in. This movie, I think, almost wrecked her career. But let's take a look at The Bride. And if you're thinking it's anything, I don't know why this is horror. This is
it's not at all.
Soap opera. Dark Shadows has got more horror.
And the acting is.
Yep.
Wow.
So the budget was $13 million. It did almost $4 million. So tremendous box office bomb. Tremendous flop. There are up to 3 deaths. There's a circus performer who's burning, but there are others implied. So 3+ deaths. The first female attempt at making the bride, and then a guard is struck down in a brief scuffle. This movie doesn't know how to identify itself. It doesn't know if it's a horror, if it's an MTV video,
right?
If it's a soap opera, or if it's a comedy. It doesn't have any identity. It's boring. It is painfully
So boring.
Carrie Elway's in it, by the way. And the director, Frank Rodham, only thing he's done since this is a bunch of MasterChef episodes. So at least he got out of directing movies. This was Columbia Pictures' attempt to revive The Bride of Frankenstein for an MTV generation, which we just mentioned.
Very poor attempt.
It was filmed in Pinewood Studios and Czechoslovakia to give it that gothic old world. It does visually looks good. Visually, it does look good. It was panned on release.
Time to save it.
It was actually composed. The music was composed by Maurice Jarre, who's best known for Lawrence of Arabia. So there was cinematography, the set design, the costume design, the music, all good. Everything else, shit. It's like painting a turd gold. Yeah. There's a paperback tie-in novel by Leonore Fleischer that fleshes out the characters. Who the fuck cares?
Right.
And again, it's a Profetimus tale. The writer was Lloyd Fonvelli, and this is what's really sad. So the writer of this film went on to do the Mummy films, which are fantastic.
Very good.
So I don't know what the hell is going on with this one.
Grow.
Yeah, I don't know what the hell happened this one. So, but it did star Sting.
Roxanne.
You don't have to put on the red dress.
Light,
No,
not
but
dress.
there's a second.
You don't have to put on the red light.
There's also
walk
the
the
red
streets
dress.
for money. You don't have to sell your body to the night.
There is a line about a red dress.
There might be. I don't know.
But that was pretty good, Rob.
Thanks.
No, it wasn't. It was as good.
It
as
was
this
not
movie.
good.
It was as good as this movie. Sting, as everyone knows, is a amazing musician. 15 solo albums. I don't think Sting has a bad song.
He probably does not.
He also
especially with the Police, he did not.
Right. He did 5 albums with the Police. Right, but
Sorry.
Sting should never act.
He's actually been in a couple things that were okay, but this was
Name one.
not one of them.
Name
I
one.
can't, but
Yeah, exactly.
this was just like horrible.
No.
Like just
Fuck
god awful.
No. Fuck to the no. Yeah. Jennifer Beals, of course, is in it. Jennifer Beals, best known for Flashdance. She has 194 credits. She was also in The Book of Eli, which is an amazing,
fantastic movie.
apocalyptic film with Denzel Washington. Gary Oldman's in it. Mila Kunis is in it.
Mila.
Mila.
Shut up, Meg.
Meg.
Shut up, Meg.
Yep. She was also in The Grudge 2. I've never seen
Never
that.
seen those.
But she was in The Book of Boba Fett. She gets blown up, I think.
Blowed up?
I think her bar gets blown up. What a terrible series. One of the best Star Wars characters, and they fucked him gloriously. With no KY jelly, no foreplay. It was meant to launch her career, but its failure slowed her trajectory. It really did.
Yeah.
Because she should have been a main player in '85. Also starred as the monster Clancy Brown. Rob, who is Clancy Brown?
Who is Clancy?
Mommy, my Krabby Patty tastes funny.
Well, no wonder.
Krabs.
It's all old and dried out. Like
He also
that
did
man
the
right there.
song too.
Yes.
Now put that thing where it belongs. In the garbage.
Well, little Patty, we're two of a kind. We've both lost our luster.
Oh.
So that's what I taste like.
Clancy Brown has 427 credits. But he is also known for his amazing voiceover work and one of the best Lex Luthors we ever got.
I'm afraid we already have a window washer. Oh, the silent treatment, eh? Well, I don't know what you thought you heard out there, but I know what you can prove.
So he one of the best. He also did Red Death and the Venture Brothers.
Oop, sorry, that's mine. Hello, Red Death.
If you haven't seen this show, like I said last time, Rob, it's on Adult Swim. I think it's HBO Max now. It's absolutely phenomenal. He plays such an amazing character.
Yes.
Your child and your wife have been kidnapped. Sign away your arting rights to Dr. Venture, and they will be returned safely in the morning. If you
I don't know who you are, but you have made a very large mistake. I have a very particular set of skills. Skills I've acquired over a very long career. Skills that make me a nightmare for people like you. Release my family and that will be the end of this. But if you don't, I will look for you. I will find you, and I will kill you.
Okay. Sorry.
Oh, that was so scary. Oh, that was so scary. Oh my God, that was so scary.
Very scary.
The Venture Brothers is a lampooning of Johnny Quest and those style shows back. What were they in the 70s and 80s? Maybe Johnny Quest goes back to even the 60s.
Wow.
It does Scooby-Doo. It makes fun of a bunch of different cartoons in that vein, Hanna-Barbera cartoons. You have to check it out. It's absolutely amazing. I hate that they ended the series. I wish it would have went on because they could have went on for quite some time. But I love the Monarch. That's the guy who's like, I'm so scared. That's his henchman. I forget what his name is. But Red Death is one of the main characters. He's this awful monster killer. And then they juxtapose it against his like family life. Like he's got to leave it to Beaver kind of family life. It's hilarious. But as a voice actor, you could see he's Raiden in the Mortal Kombat cartoon, The Watcher in one of the Marvel the Avengers shows. He's done Taskmaster. I think that's Black Bolt. Yeah, so he's a tremendous career.
How old is he now?
I don't know, but he's done 427.
Wow.
He's got 427 credits to his name. All right. With that said, it's time for round 2 of Stump Rob.
Stump Rob.
Guess what? I got a fever. And the only prescription is more cowbell.
All right. I'm gonna have to get a graphic for that, Rob. I gotta get a graphic for that. All right, here we go. Ready? Clancy Brown movies.
Highlander.
Yeah, we did this before, so you should get this. Very good.
Stormtroopers. Oh, I'm
Dear
sorry.
God, help us all.
That's
Stormtroopers, motherfucker. He just said Stormtroopers.
Dude.
He said fucking Stormtroopers.
I did say Stormtroopers.
Starship Troopers.
Starship Troopers. Jesus. One of my favorite Yes songs too. Shawshank Redemption.
Yes, it wasn't the Green Mile.
Yeah. This one I did not know, and I still don't know.
Pet Sematary too.
Okay.
He plays the guy who brought
haven't
the
seen
soldier brought back from the dead.
Didn't know this one either.
Mortuary Collection. This is a really good anthology series, like Trick or Treat and Tales from the Crypt. It's got a great twist ending.
Okay, I'll take your word for it.
God, Rob, we did this already once.
I know. I just blanking.
Parallax. He voiced Parallax in the Green Lantern movie, which a lot of people like to forget, especially Ryan Reynolds.
Thor Ragnarok.
Who did he play?
Played the guy right there.
Come on, you can do it. Surtur. So that was Clancy
scared the hell out of Hella.
Yeah, he scared the hell out of Hella. Hella. There was I forget. I don't know if it was on Dave Chappelle's show or what show it was where they had the holla guy. You know, back when they used to say, I'm gonna holla at you.
Oh yeah.
And he just walk up to people and go holla, 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 holla. It's great. Cary Elwes was in this film. He's best known
as you wish.
As you.
That was Jenny, by the way.
No, it was not.
That's
She played Jenny?
Yes.
Okay.
The most evil character in cinematic history is Jenny from Forrest fucking Gump.
She was the villain.
And you know what's sad? She was doing some kind of press tour recently, and she disavowed the country.
Oh wow!
So she brought about her inner Jenny.
No politics.
She also played Wonder Woman's mom, and she also was in The Princess Bride, which is a flawless movie. Absolutely flawless.
Definitely a goat.
Yep. But he started his career because Cary Elwes has 251 credits to his name, but he started his career as a production assistant on the original Superman. Yeah, he started as a production assistant on the original Superman, and of course, Princess Bride.
We already said that.
Yeah. David Rappaport, who played the friend of Frankenstein. They have Tom Clancy and him have a great. They're the highlight of the film. They kind of have this great camaraderie, and he's showing Frankenstein's humanity and all that.
Nobody still cares.
Nobody cares. He's best known for Time Bandits.
Good movie. Great movie.
And he was in the series called The Wizard, which I remember watching, but I can't remember a damn thing about it. So, he died in 1990. He only had 59 credits. It's a shame. He was a very talented actor. So, Rob.
Oh, let's just throw this in Z and get on with it.
Yeah, fucking A.
No, do we need to talk about it?
No,
just
we don't.
throw
Need
that
to.
sucker
We talked
down
about it
there.
enough. We've given this movie
Throw it down
way
there.
too much time.
We have.
So, not looking so good for 85 so far.
Not so good.
Not so good. Yeah. All right, Creature. Rob and I made a mistake. When we first showed said this poster is so fucking distracting. You know what we were thinking of, Rob? That other movie we saw where it was about the zombies.
Oh yeah, we were.
That's
You're
what we
right.
were thinking because they used this poster, I think.
Yeah.
But this is Creature.
It still doesn't look like the.
No, it looks so much cooler. Like the Creature looks nothing like this. But anyway, let's take a look at Creature.
Alien ripoff.
Movie was also called Titan Find. $1 million budget. It made $4 million. Of course, it made its comeback. Like most of these films, it became a cult classic on VHS. There are 8 confirmed deaths. I would say 8+. There's 3 German team members that die. You find their bodies. They're tore apart. There's Latham. He gets ambushed and killed by the alien while exploring Titan's surface. Then his corpse is later reanimated. We'll talk about that in a second. Because this is like Alien meets Return of the Living Dead.
Yeah.
Hans, played by Klaus Kinski, dies. He comes back, dies again. Beth Sladen, the alien drags her away, and you see her later, her mangled remains. Melanie Bryce, I think she gets bit. And then there's a couple more reanimated corpses that die again. Yeah. It's an interesting film. It doesn't look as cheap as in Seminoid, but it's got that feel to it.
Very much so. Very dark.
Yeah, dark for a reason. At least the props aren't made of balsa wood.
If you make your movie so dark, you don't have to have actual good-looking props, do you?
Nope, you don't. You don't. But it is without a doubt an Alien ripoff. But I will give them credit. The zombie element does make it unique.
A little bit.
It does make it unique. And instead of face huggers, they have parasites that either attach to you while you're alive and then turn you into their puppet, or they're able to access a dead body and bring it back to life. So interesting concept there. There's the other poster, which that's what the Creature looks like. And there's the Titan Find poster. This film is laboring in it's laboring in public domain state. There are people who are clamoring for a 4K revision of this.
Why?
But they can't, right? They can't do it because there's so many problems with the domain on it.
Wow.
So, but it's popped up in like Up All Night. For you guys remember that on USA, it's popped up in bargain bins. The quality of the film is terrible because they're just basically regurgitating or recopying, off the same bad master copy.
Yep.
So The FX aren't bad. I mean, there's one of the deaths.
Okay.
It's not bad. It's not bad. There's a scene where the guy who's possessed by the parasite, she rips off his face. Actually looks pretty good. But the creature, if you look at this pig, that's what he looks like.
You barely see him throughout the whole movie until the end.
That's about the best you see him.
Yeah, it is really.
He just pops up out of nowhere. Doug Beswick did the effects for this on a very low budget. Doug has 67 credits. He worked on Star Wars. He worked on Terminators, Aliens, and Darkman. So he's got a pretty good pedigree. This is after, obviously. So he went on to do some better things. William Malone, who has 57 credits, but the only 2 movies I could find that anybody I think would recognize was The House on Haunted Hill and Fear.com. Some of the actors, Wendy Shale, she plays the main female protagonist, Beth Sladen. She does get killed, right? I think she gets killed or she gets bit.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Drags her away, leaving her mangled. Yeah. That's sad. She's done a few movies. She did Munchies, Inner Space, Batteries Not Included, The Burbs, Small Soldiers. But she's most remembered as Rob.
Tell me.
You know Francine.
Oh, Francine.
From American Dad. Right. She does the voice of Francine.
That's right.
Of course, Lyman Ward. He's right there in the back. He was Ferris Bueller's dad. He's got 111 credits. Diane Salinger, who plays the security officer. I thought she was an android, but she's not. She's got 84 credits. She did 3 films with the late Paul Rubens. She was the Penguin's mom in Batman Returns and in both Pee-wee adventure movies. And apparently they had a very, very close friendship.
Must have.
She also did the voice of Queen Banshira in Power Rangers for our Power Rangers fans. All 12 of them. Annette McCarthy. She played Colonel Del Powell. She actually died, Rob, in 2023.
Wow.
She has 18 credits to her name, and she was Annette in Twin Peaks. So if you're a Twin Peaks fan, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Klaus Kinski, who's one of the most difficult actors to work with in Hollywood.
Creepy fucker.
He died in 1991. He has 243 credits. There's only one director that really could work with him, and that was Hans Werner. Werner Herzog. I said it wrong.
But he acted.
Werner Herzog.
He acted in this movie like he does in real life.
Yeah.
He's total pervert, total.
He grabs the girl's Diane's breast, he pats her on the butt, and Rob and I are convinced that was not in the script. They just were like, we don't want to say anything because he might go off. He played Nosferatu. He did a pretty good job as Nosferatu, but he worked with Werner Herzog on 5 feature films. And he actually hit Werner. He punched him. And one of the films that Werner worked on was a documentary on their relationship. But in the movie Fitzcarraldo, where they're moving a ship across a landmass, the natives that they hired as extras actually wanted to kill him.
Had a plot to kill him, right?
They had a plot to kill him. So he is notorious. And the cast and crew of this movie said the same thing. Finally, Robert Jaffe played David Perkins. He has 15 credits, but he is most known for writing Rob's favorite film, Motel Hell.
Yeah, right.
God, what a terrible movie. So that is Creature. Not as bad as in Seminoid, Rob, but basically, real quick plot. Down crew, German crew. They get a distress signal. The American crew goes to figure out what's going on. They get attacked by the alien. The alien has the parasites that bring people back from the dead. They fight the zombies and the alien. Yada, yada, yada.
They blow them up.
That's the plot. Synopsis pretty quickly. It's not much deeper than that. Rob, what you thinking?
I believe we gave this an F because of some of the special effects.
Yeah, the special effects definitely better than Seminoid. Seminoid with the balsa wood sets. But yeah, all right. All right, Mutilator. Wow. Mutilator is a movie about a bunch of teens that go on spring break, fall break. Because that's what the film was originally called, was Fall Break.
Fall Break.
And it starts off with a young man killing his mother in an accident.
Yes, he's playing with a shotgun from a cabinet and kills her.
Right, and then the father, when he grows up, because apparently he didn't go to jail or anything. When he grows up, his father asks him to close down their fall cabin, and he decides to do a party with his friends, and the father then starts taking them out. We don't know why. I understand him killing his son, but the rest of it is
he
just
kills everybody.
Right.
Wants to kill everybody.
The big hook to this was he uses different weapons. He doesn't have a specific weapon, and he's not a mass killer. He's a straight up killer. But this was a movie made.
He gets down and dirty though.
He gets down and dirty. This is a movie made by John S. Douglas. Is it John S. Douglas? Yeah, who used his. He made this movie on $400,000 and used his family in it.
Yeah.
This was as micro budget as you get. Used his family, used all of that to make this movie happen. It had a $400,000 budget, made $80,000. Poor guy.
Poor guy.
Yep. It's got 8 confirmed deaths. Ed Jr.'s mom, as I mentioned. The character Lynn is stabbed with a pitchfork. That's a pretty good scene.
It is.
It's got some good kills. It's got some really good kills.
Effects are good.
Mike is beheaded with an outboard motor propeller. That looked terrible.
Yeah, that was
Pamela got a hook to the vagina.
Vagina.
And that scene was cut down because it was so gruesome.
It was.
Sue gets an axe to the chest. Ralph gets killed off screen, found later, his throat slit. Big Ed dies twice or 3 times in the end.
Yeah.
And he gets hit by the car, right? The car crushes him.
Well, she crashes into the wall.
Right, with the car, yeah. And then the police officer dies off screen. So 8 confirmed deaths. We know that one. The other ones we've had like 3+, 2+. We know there's 8. It was shot almost entirely in Atlantic Beach, North Carolina, with mostly local talent. Oh, I'm sorry. The director was Buddy Cooper. The writer was John S. Douglas. Buddy Cooper, who made this film. He owned a condo there and financed the production himself. So this was all him. And like I said, he brought his family in and all that. So it wasn't the writer. It was the director, Buddy Cooper. It was first called Fall Break. And when the VHS came out, it had the title Fall Break either on the cover or when the film was playing on the title card. It has a weird sitcom style score that doesn't work at all. It feels like you're getting ready to watch a really bad made for TV, afternoon school special, after school special, afternoon movie, and it ends up being just this.
Nipple.
That was the worst death. She just gets pulled out of the pool and dies. So, but yeah. So they don't mention her, by the way. This in my research, they don't mention her death. She was drowned. So the alternate poster was Fall Break. It was known by, if you guys look, by sword, by pick, by axe, by. Apparently that tagline really helped the film. It had a resurgence on what, Rob? VHS and HBO Max.
Oh, HBO Max.
Yeah, HBO, not HBO Max by that time. There's an uncut version by Arrow Films that has all the scenes. Of course, some of the scenes are rough cut, but the MPA made them cut a lot of it because it would have got an X rating. So interesting. In 2010, it became a staple of horror conventions. I didn't know that. I've heard of this film until we decided to do the tier on it.
I neither.
The makeup effects were done by, oh, by the way, the writer of this film also worked as a tech on The Abyss. That was his big claim to fame. There were sequels. There's a 2000, what is the sequel? 2000, I can't remember when the sequel came out, but there was a sequel that came out that was recent, fairly recent. Oh, 2023. 2023. The characters, Matt Miller. Matt has 34 credits. He was Art in Basket Case 2. I don't remember which character that was.
I've never seen Basket.
He was also the werewolf in Dead Time Stories. That is literally, with the exception of Frances Raines, whose only claim to fame is being the niece of Claude Rains, that's pretty much
everybody.
Yeah. But I will tell, I don't know what happened to Mark's, I lost Mark's slide, but Mark Shostrom, who did the effects He has under 40 credits. He worked on Videodrome, The Evil Dead 2, and Nightmare on Elm Street 3, Dream Wonders. So he went on to do, and the kills are really good. The kills are the highlight.
They are.
This is fucking terrible. Like, the only thing that's good about this film are the kills. And I think I would give it a higher score if I saw the uncut version, because they cut so much out, they actually hurt the kills. So if they were fairly good in the form they're at, I can only imagine what they look like.
Really good.
Yeah. But I didn't like this film, Rob. I was bored.
Not either.
Is it a Z though? Is it?
No,
a
I
Z?
think with the special effects, it's another
F?
thing. F, yeah.
Okay, I agree. I'm
If you can grab it.
Yeah, that's weird.
There you go.
All right. Yeah, F. 100% F. I agree, Rob. I agree. Okay. Fright Night.
Fright Night.
Finally, we're getting to some good movies.
Good movie.
Yeah. Fright Night. So the story of Fright Night is neighbor moves next door, played by Chris Sarandon, ends up being a vampire. The young man in the house figures out he's a vampire. He recruits a failed horror host to assist him in stopping the vampire, and hilarity and
chaos ensues.
Chaos ensues. Yeah, I don't know. You know, I said last time, Rob, this is a horror comedy. I don't think it is. I think it's a horror movie with comedy in it, but I don't think it's a horror comedy.
Yeah, it's a horror with a little humor thrown in.
Yeah, I agree. I agree. I don't think it predominates the thing.
No.
So $9 million budget. It made $30 million. I think it's no, it's not. It's our second top grosser in this countdown. It's Columbia Pictures' second highest grossing horror film of the decade after Ghostbusters. It outgrossed Teen Wolf in its opening weekend. There are 8 confirmed deaths: an unseen neighbor, a hooker, Evil Ed. We'll talk about him in a second. It's got one of the most famous effect sequences in the film. Jerry's familiar, Billy Cole. He gets shot in the head, right? And then he melts. Amy, who should not be counted as a death because she transforms into a vampire, but then she's saved.
Right.
And the main vampire, Jerry Dandridge, played by Chris Sarandon, who has a pretty epic death. He explodes in sunlight. Explodes. It features tracks by Devo, Sparks, and the Jay Giles Band, who has penned the theme song. This was only allowed 9 weeks to shoot.
It's crazy.
Because it was competing with Silver Bullet, and he shot this amazing film in 9 weeks. So absolutely insane that it was filmed in only 9 weeks. But it really is a good film. It's a really good vampire film.
It is.
It's must-see vampire watching. So yeah, it was competing with Silver Bullet, and we're actually talking about Silver Bullet down the line. The effects guy. Let's talk about Richard Edlund, who has 116 credits to his name. That's all the films he was involved in. For 3 Star Wars, the Goats, Raiders of the Lost Ark, Ghostbusters, Poltergeist 1 and 2, Species, Big Trouble in Little China, one of Rob and I's favorite films, Ghost, The Monster Squad. I love that movie. He helped with the monsters. Die Hard, Air Force One, Alien 3, Master of the Universe, Tales from the Crypt, the series, Battlestar Galactica, 21 Jump Street, Stepford Wives, Bedazzled, Multiplicity, Big Top Pee-wee, and The Judas Project, which is a terrible Christian film. But he was involved in the animatronics, including the wolf transformation, which we're going to talk about in a second, the bat puppets, and the vampire shark mouth prosthetic. This had one of the coolest looking vampire prosthetics.
Yeah, it did.
I love that because it made
It's
vampires
awesome.
scary again. That's Amy's transformation. This is the werewolf effect he did for Ed, the character Evil Ed, played by Stephen Jeffries. I don't know why someone bitten by a vampire turns into a werewolf. That was one of the weird parts of it, but it looks incredible. It was a really good. Is it up to Howling? Is it up to American Werewolf in London? No, but it's still a good effect. They also used an animatronic and puppet bat,
which
that
was
looked
awesome.
great. Very Evil Dead 3-ish. I feel like Evil Dead 3, when we get there, we might find out they used this puppet. They might find it was Evil Dead that had the bat creature. I might be wrong. I might be thinking of a different movie. But there's the bat close up. So Tom Holland, not Spider-Man, directed 100. He's got 153 credits, and these are the films he directed: Fright Night, Thinner, Child's Play, Fatal Beauty, which is when Whoopi Goldberg was actually talented. The Temp, The Beast Within, which Rob and I reviewed. I don't know what the hell was going on with that. Cloak and Dagger, which is a fun little movie. Fright Night 2. He directed the sequel. Child's Play, the update, which I thought was terrible. Class of 1984 and Psycho 2. Rob actually liked Psycho 2. So.
Wasn't bad.
There was a larger scene too with the bat, by the way, Rob, that was cut.
Okay.
Chris Sarandon, who is one of the most talented actors out there. He plays Jerry Dandridge, 183 credits. You may know him best, Jack Skellington. I hate that. Rob and I hate that movie.
I hate that movie.
Nightmare Before Christmas. It's beautiful. Listen, beautiful film.
It is beautiful the way it's done.
It's like looking at art on a wall.
So,
but just like art on a wall, I think looking at art on the wall might be more interesting. Yep. He was also in The Princess Bride, Coming Again, full circle. And he was in Child's Play, played the cop. He was in Bordello of Blood, and he also made a cameo in the 2011 remake. He did a lot to contribute to Jerry's backstory. So he did a lot. William Ragsdale. I always get him mixed up with the guy from Gremlins. We've talked about this. Yeah, he looks just like him. William has 117 credits. He's most known for his 72 episodes as the lead character in Herman's Head. Again, I remember this series like The Wizard. I don't remember what the fuck it's about. I do remember this series, though, and I think I watched it, but I cannot remember anything about it. He was also in 13 episodes of Justified. Again, that's Timmy Oliphant. I need to watch that. I hear it's really good. And he was in the sequel, Fright Night Part 2, which we're going to be talking about at some point. Amanda Beers played Marcy. She played Amy, but she's best known as Marcy on Married with Children. She has 88 credits to her name. She also directed 21 episodes of Mad TV, which is a pretty funny. I think it's better than Living Color. I'm sorry. I think it's better than Living Color. I think it's better than SNL.
About that.
I think it's better than SNL.
Yeah.
After the core group left. And her role in Married with Children kept her from doing the sequel, which was a shame. Roddy McDowell, probably the top 20 greatest actors.
Oh yeah, icon.
He played Peter Vincent, named after Peter Cushing and Vincent Price, which I thought was cool. He has 473 credits. He died in 1998. He was in...
Take your stinking paws off me, you damn dirty ape!
Apes. He played both the father and son. He ended up playing Caesar, right? He was in all 4 Planet of the Apes movies, the OG ones.
OGs.
I love the first and second. The last 2 are terrible. So I'm trying to think, Rob. Is Conquest when Charlton Heston comes back, or is it Escape?
I thought Escape is when he.
Escape is. I thought when they went to Earth. The apes went to Earth.
I don't know.
I don't know. Yeah, that's a good. I don't know. I know he wasn't in Battle. Battle was terrible, and it was sad because the first 2, the makeup effects were so groundbreaking, and they just started making masks because they kept getting their budget cut. It's funny, all the movies made money, but they kept cutting the budget back, which is sad. So he also does the audio narration for the novelization of the '89 Batman film, which now I have to buy.
Right.
I have to get that. Stephen Jeffries played Evil Ed, as we said. Again, he was supposed to be a vampire. I don't know, but he did a movie right after this called 976 Evil. Wow. Same fucking character. He has 71 credits, but the only film I found that, I'm sure horror buffs who love him know all of his films, but the only thing I could find was that I would think would readily be known as 976 Evil. Jonathan Stark, no relation to Tony, played Billy Cole, 51 credits. He was in House 2. We just talked about that. He played the lead in House 2, which is a very funny movie. He also produced 26 episodes of the Ellen sitcom and was the writer of 182 episodes of According to Jim and produced 137 episodes of that. Pretty impressive. So, yeah. I'm saying it's a GOAT, Rob. What's your you haven't seen it yet, right?
I have not seen it, so I can't really disagree with you there because
I'm going to say it's a GOAT.
Okay.
It's pretty flawless.
I'll go with that.
I would actually put this. It's like Gremlins 2. I would put the. I
Hey,
mean,
shut your mouth.
excuse me, guys. I would absolutely put. I don't know. I'd probably give the sequel an A, but that needs.
What
to
would
be
you rank it as far as vampire movies?
I'll leave that for later.
Okay.
Because we need to do that.
Okay.
That's another episode. All right. Fright Night. Fright Night. Fuck.
No,
Return of the
we just
Living
did
Dead.
Fright Night.
We just
Oh
did Fright Night.
man.
Yep.
This is Return of the Living Dead. One of my favorites.
I hate
zombie
movies, and I hate cannibalism movies. I did not watch this.
This is scary.
It's not the scare. I just don't like them. It really doesn't frighten me. I really don't like them. I didn't like Night of the Living Dead.
This movie was so fun though.
Yeah, I will say I appreciate a couple things. One, this is definitely a horror comedy.
Oh, 100%.
Two, they reinvented the zombie genre by making it about the gas that turns them into zombies. And this is where I got confused because when I do the research, it says the zombies are made by the gas, the toxin that's released. But then there are people who are turned into zombies by bites. So that doesn't make sense to me because if it's a toxin, but Rob said, well, if the toxin's in your blood and you bite and you transfer the toxin. So I'll give Rob that. But it doesn't, when you do the research, it doesn't show up. It says straight up.
It should though. It should though.
Yep. This was kind of a love letter to punk culture because the zombies, despite the fact they eat people, are kind of like cool with each other. It's like a zombie party.
Zombie party, you're right.
And the other thing that turned the genre up the head, even though this is supposed to be a sequel to Night of the Living Dead, the zombies aren't killed by shooting them in the head. You got to either burn them or electrocute them.
Yeah.
And this is one of the few films where the zombies talk.
Their pieces can animate themselves.
It's got that famous, what's the famous line, Rob?
Yep. You mean the other one?
Well, no, similar. We're gonna have that. But it also that you find out why they eat brains because apparently it hurts to be dead.
It hurts to be dead.
But you can cut pieces of these things off and they crawl around. So
Fingers,
it does have, for me, it's probably the most terrifying idea for a horror movie. And at the same time, it's a comedy movie. So it's almost like if the Evil Dead was a horror comedy,
right?
And that Evil Dead is somewhat of a comedy.
A little bit.
This is definitely This is, I would say, Rob, comedy horror.
Straight up comedy horror, yeah.
So let's take a look at the actual trailer. This is our biggest. No, it's not our biggest.
Is it not?
No, it's not. Fright Night was. Fright Night made 21 million. This made 16 million over its budget. So 40 million. No, actually, it might be Day of the Dead. We'll go back to that. But right now, it's the second. 4 million so Fright Night's number one. 4 million with a $20 million gross, 4 million budget, $20 million box office, and then became a cult juggernaut on VHS and cable. I mean, every Halloween people watch this movie. This is a Halloween staple.
Great movie.
There are thousands of deaths, and the reason is at the end they nuke the place, which kills everybody in the town, and then spreads the zombie toxin, which means more people are gonna die. But as far as the cast, Frank turns into a zombie, burns himself. Freddy gets killed in the nuclear blast, but he becomes zombified.
Oh, yeah.
Ernie is just blown up by the nuke. Tina is the final girl, but she gets blown up. Suicide is bitten by the skull by Tarm in the basement. He's torn up by Tarman. Scuzz tries to save Tina, and then he's torn apart. Casey dies off screen, and her the body is later seen as part of the horde. Chuck is overrun by zombies. There's an implication of death. Trash, after her legendary naked graveyard dance, we're going to talk about in a second, she's attacked by zombies and turned into a super zombie.
She's naked the whole time.
Yep. There's at least 7 to 8 paramedic and police. I think there's a lot more than that.
There's got to be more than that.
There's a lot more than that. And then Tarman is destroyed in the nuclear strike. And then, of course, as I mentioned, thousands of people are killed by the bomb blast. That's the scene where they talk about why does it hurt to be, why are you eating brains? A lot of comedy. Those two guys right there are pretty much the soul of this.
Laurel and Hardy.
They cause yeah, very much. They cause the whole thing. So and they actually reference, don't they reference Night of the Living Dead in this?
I think they do, yeah.
Yeah, that you kill them with when you kill them with bullets. So it's a very creative story. It's got a punk soundtrack, features the Cramps, 45 Grave, TSOL, The Damned, The Flesh Eaters, and Rocky Erickson. So that was Return of the Living Dead. Rob mentioned the first line. The second line is this.
Rescue 7, come in. This is dispatch over.
In case they try to guess again.
This is dispatch over. 7, come in. This is dispatch. Do you copy over?
Come in, dispatch. Send more paramedics.
So yeah, that was the other famous line because the zombies were smart enough to talk. These are smart zombies too.
Smart zombies.
Smart and funny.
Yes.
So definitely in the vein of Evil Dead. But that's what the zombies look like. They're in different forms. This is the girl who says they tie her down. She says, "It hurts to be dead." There were sequels. Rob just saw Return of the Living Dead Part 2.
Good one.
And he mentioned that some of the dead characters from the first one return the second one as different
Different
characters.
characters, yeah.
That's the joke. And then Return of the Living Dead 3 is about the girl who they constantly have to hurt her so she doesn't turn into a zombie. And she became a fan favorite. The other two are low budget. I think they go from the horror to more from the comedy to more of a straight take on the horror, which they tried with Nightmare on the Street.
Mm-hmm.
And it didn't work out. So, but there are a total of 5 movies in the series. There was an alternative ending where Freddy bites Tina before the nuke.
What's the point? She dead anyway.
Yeah, right. So let's talk about the director. The wrote and directed it was Dan O'Bannon, who was the writer of Aliens. He has 85 credits, and he died in 2009. This was his directorial debut. And Dan O'Bannon brought us one of the coolest monsters of all time, which was the Xenomorph with Geiger.
100%.
All right, James Karen, who played Frank. These are 2 funny guys. Student of December Christ. They return the sequel on different characters. He was a TV pitchman for Pathmark for 20 years. He was also a real estate agent. Yep. In Poltergeist, and he was also in The Pursuit of Happiness, which is a really good movie. Not a big fan of Will Smith, but that's probably Smith's best movie.
Mm.
Tom was the other guy, Tom Matthews. He played Freddy. Tom played Tom in another movie. What was their movie he played Tom in? Rob.
Tommy, Friday the 13th Part 5.
Played Tommy in Friday the 13th Part 5. I thought he was the killer. He's not the killer. Rob corrected me on that. Don Calfa played Ernie. He has 170 credits. He unfortunately died in 2016. He's most known for The Assassin and Weekend at Bernie's. Rob still thinks it's easy to play a dead person. And then there was Miguel Nunez Jr., who played Spider. 208 credits. He was in The Family Business, 42 episodes. He played the Voodoo Maestro in Scooby-Doo the movie. He appeared in 5 Eddie Murphy films. I think the only one that's good in that is Harlem Nights. Have you seen the rest? Movie. I don't like The Nutty Professor. I don't like any of them. But I think Harlem Nights is probably the best out of those 5. Meet Dave and Pluto Nash, I think, were complete disasters. They were complete disasters. He also was who, Rob?
Oh, you're talking to me? He was in Friday the 13th Part 5.
He played Demon, The New Beginning.
The New Beginning. So yes, the same one.
Yep. Linnea, who played Trash. She was the one who was naked. And they had to encase her in like a Barbie doll prosthetic. So they wouldn't get the X rating, and that's why she looks so smooth. But anyway, Linnea is a legitimate scream queen. She was in Demon. She was in Return of the Living Dead. The Guyver, which is a good little flick. Hollywood Chainsaw Hookers, Graduation Day, Nightmare on Elm Street Part 4, The Dream Master, Pumpkinhead 2, and Silent Night, Deadly Night. So she's been in quite a bit.
Cool.
Yep. Mark Venturini. He played Suicide. He has 18 credits, but he's most known for this guy who was in what, Rob?
Friday the 13th Part 5.
Right. He was the bad guy, right?
He killed the paramedic's son.
That started the whole thing. Yeah. Okay. That's right. They don't call him the best color man in the world for anything, folks. Alan Troutman played Tarman in both films. Right. 96 credits. He is a master puppeteer. He has done puppet and effects work for both films. Well, in both films, he was Tarman. But he's done puppet effects work for Dinosaurs, 65 episodes, Muppets Tonight, 14 episodes. He did the puppet work for Men in Black 1 and 2, Country Bears, Babe, Cats and Dogs, Eddie Murphy as Dr. Dolittle, The Jungle Book, Jack Frost, The Happy Time Murders. It's a freaking hilarious movie. He also did Timmy the Tooth. I have never heard of Timmy the Tooth. Have you?
No.
So thank you, Return of the Dead, for getting us. All right, Rob, you're going to have to gauge us when I hate this movie, but I'm hating it because I don't like it, not because of all the things I mentioned that make it, that make it unique, that make it funny, etc. So where you want to grade it?
As far as the horror comedies and the effects stuff goes, it's GOAT.
You think it's GOAT?
I think it's an S.
All right. Rob's giving it the GOAT, and I'm not going to argue with him because I'm not going to watch it. We're transparent on the show, aren't we, Rob?
Yes, we are.
Okay, there we go. That takes care of the first part of 1985. Let's bring up the second part, shall we?
Shall we?
We have 6 more films, guys. All right, 6 more films. And we're starting with a Stephen King classic, at least I think it is. Silver Bullet. We're going to try this, Rob.
One of my faves.
Silver Bullet. $7 million. It grossed 12.
Wow.
9+ kill count. Arnie Wenstrom is decapitated at the very beginning of the film. He gets his head knocked off. Stella Randolph is the pregnant woman who gets mauled and killed in her bedroom because she's considering abortion. Milt Sturm Fuller. He's killed in his greenhouse. Remember, he's like watching the wrestling show.
Right.
He's like, oh, that hurts me in my parts. That hurts me in my parts. Brandy Kincaid, Marty's friend, he's killed off screen. You actually don't see his body. You just assume it was bad.
Yeah.
The Vigilante Hunters, that's where we don't know exactly how many get killed there. Owen Knopfler, Elmer Zinman, and other townsmen, they get killed off screen. Sheriff Joe Haller gets killed investigating the werewolf. He gets beaten to death with a baseball bat. And then Reverend Lester Lowe, who becomes the werewolf, he dies at the end at the hands of Corey Haim. So, but the film is an adaptation of one of Stephen King's novelettes or novellas called Cycle of the Werewolf. I actually read that. It's a really good novella.
It is.
It's one of his better ones. Rob is unlike most. He actually read the Stephen King stories, which is really cool because a lot of people don't, and they just know Stephen King from the movies.
Right.
And his books are always better.
They are.
But he's had a couple wins: Dead Zone, Christine, Cujo.
Oh, he's definitely had some wins.
Yeah. This I think is a win.
Oh,
I think it's a big
100%.
win. This is kind of, is it the Goonies meet a werewolf?
Kind of.
It's got kind of that feel, doesn't it?
It does.
Yeah, it does. Does that feel? And it's got the better of the two Coreys in it.
Yeah.
It really does. So anyway, and I think it got panned for the werewolf effects. And I think that's bullshit.
I think it's bullshit too.
So the novelette's called the novella is called Cycle of the Werewolf. Definitely check it out. I think you can get you can get the audiobook. The werewolf is cool.
I thought it was too.
The werewolf is cool. Isn't as good as
Howling? Hell no.
But you can definitely see the influence.
Oh, you fat one.
So here's the transformation at the beginning. Let me get this sound off so we don't get dinged. Let me bring it up. So this is where he kills Holler. And I want to get to the part where he starts to transform. He's got shot in the eye by Marty with a rocket. And what's really cool twist is the pastor is the werewolf, which I thought was a really cool twist on it. But I mean, these effects got panned, Rob.
I don't know why.
I mean, I think it looks great.
I do too.
The only reason I wouldn't put up with I don't know, Rob. It's got a howling element.
A little bit.
I mean, the face. I mean, yeah. And then the end transformation when he dies is amazing.
He's here.
I'm not going to show him when I get shooting because we'll probably get blocked for that.
No sound off.
Yeah, let's get the sound off. But now he's dead, and I don't know how they shot that. They obviously did this in reverse, but it looks fantastic.
It does.
I mean, it really looks good. So I don't understand why.
You got panned.
Right.
Someone's opinion.
So just so you guys know, and I got to get better at this. I need to start, Rob. You got to get on me about explaining the movie before we go to the trailer. The movie is about a young man who is bound to a wheelchair and his uncle and his sister in the family dynamic. And they live in a very small town. The town is all together, which is a typical thing of Stephen King. Stephen King likes to break down community. You know, a lot of his stories take the model community and break it down once a trauma is introduced. And they have a great jump scare at the end of this too. Hold on, let's get the jump scare going. Yeah, there you go. Anyway, so this small town is then there's a series of murders, and they think there's a serial killer, and you see the community collapse. You see you see the community start to collapse because of it, and they start turning on each other, and the person who's supposed to be holding the town together ends up being the villain, which is the pastor. So really cool. Phenomenal performances. This is Daniel Dan Attias's only theatrical feature, and then he moved into television directing. But this is his only film. Why? Why did he? You know, it's like the guy. I understand the guy went to MasterChef, but why would you not? This guy was phenomenal. Very few people can do Stephen King well, and this guy did it. And it's a shame that he didn't continue. But anyway, it was filmed in Wilmington, North Carolina, Rob.
Wow. A lot of stuff filmed there.
Yep. Still today, to this day. Corey Haim. Corey, who passed in 2010, struggled with drug addiction and other problems. This was his first early lead. I think this was before Lost Boys.
It was.
But he had some really amazing movies. Lucas is one of Rob's favorites.
It is.
He was fantastic in Lost Boys. He was in Murphy's Romance. He played one of the gang members in Batman and Robin.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah. And then he did he did a bunch of films that Corey filmed with. The two that most people know are Dream a Little Dream and License to Drive. And then he also did Watchers, which is a good little quiet horror film. If you like, it's a good film. It's a slow burn. It's a really good film. So check it out. I don't know if we're going to be reviewing it, so I want to be very careful about talking about it. Gary Busey, the man, the myth, the legend, played Uncle Red.
Was this before he went batshit crazy?
Yes, right before he went batshit crazy.
So did he have his motorcycle accident, right?
So we're going to play Stump Rob again.
Oh, here we go.
So these are the movies of Gary Busey, and see if we can stump Rob.
Wow, I don't know many Gary Busey movies. So you might stump me pretty well. We'll see.
Let's give him some intro.
I'd buy that for $1.
I would buy that for $1.
Okay, let's go back. Next time we're going to keep score. We don't have this many movies to cover. We're going to keep score. We're introducing and testing new things.
I have no clue, man.
Thunderbolt and Lightfoot.
Oh, yeah, okay.
I have never seen that movie, by the way.
I remember it. I don't know if I've seen it. Oh, Buddy Holly.
Yep. He actually performed that, right? He actually sang the song.
He did a great job as Buddy Holly, too.
He was fantastic.
No clue.
DC Cab.
Never seen that.
Oh, that's going to be on our movie list.
Okay.
Yeah, that's going to be. Rob, if you don't know this.
Oh, is this is Lethal Weapon?
Yes. God. I thought the Danny Glover thing would give it away.
For a second, I was thinking Predator, but no.
Which one's this?
Do not know.
Predator 2.
Is that Predator 2?
Rob, okay. I think the only one you've done well with Jim Carrey so far.
I know, that's the only one I've rocked.
This one's a tough one. If you didn't watch this film, you wouldn't know what it is.
I have no clue, brother.
Point Break.
Okay. With Keanu Reeves?
Yep.
What the hell?
You really don't know this one?
No.
Under Siege with Steven Seagal.
Oh, that's right.
How they got Steven Seagal and Gary Busey, two crazy motherfuckers in the same film. I'll never get.
Right.
How did those egos even survive?
Gary was the main villain, right? In that?
Yeah. Well, yeah. Tommy Lee was the Tommy
that's
Lee.
right.
Yeah, Tommy Lee
That's right.
Jones, right? That one. That's a tough one. I know he was in this film.
No clue again.
The Firm.
Heard it. Oh, was this crap?
No, it wasn't crap.
My tongue.
It wasn't crap. It wasn't tip of your tongue either.
Damn it! The kid that's
Rookie of the Year. I'm not gonna let you suffer.
that throws
Yeah.
really
Rookie of the
fast.
Year.
What was it?
Rookie of the Year.
Rookie of the Year. That's right. Well, that looks familiar, but I can't place it.
Soldier
Oh,
with Kurt Russell. This is a great film. This film gets panned. This is supposed to exist. I don't know if it's a prequel or a sequel. I think it's a prequel, but it exists in the Blade Runner universe.
Okay.
They actually make references to some of the battles that Rutger Hauer mentions in his death scene.
Okay. Blue.
The Ginger Dead Man. He voiced the character.
It uses his teeth too.
Yeah. They definitely modeled it after Gary Busey. All right. Also in it was.
Well, that was horrible.
Yeah. Everett McGill, who played, of course, the
preacher.
Reverend Werewolf. Hardy Boys versus Reverend Werewolf. Gary Busey has some great lines. Was it Sweet Jesus Palomino? That's the other one. Everett, he's most known for Twin Peaks. He plays Big Ed Hurley.
Never seen that, sorry.
But he was also, I know him most as the bad guy from, or the asshole lieutenant from Heartbreak Ridge.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't know he was in Under. It's funny. Busey was in Under Siege 1. He's in Under Siege 2 as the bad guy.
Funny.
So that's interesting. Maybe the guy was a fan of He was also in Dune. I didn't know the original Dune. Yeah, the original Dune.
Okay.
Yeah, he, like I said, 39 credits to his name. I thought he had more than that. I was shocked. Megan Follows, who played the sister, who did a phenomenal job. She played Jane. 135 credits. I thought she was more known. It's funny because you get this nostalgia brain.
Right.
Where you see an actress or an actor you like and you think they're in a million things.
Right.
And then you find out they weren't. She is best known for Anne of Green Gables.
Really?
Yeah, which is like Hallmark Channel level shit.
Yeah.
They're a miniseries.
Wow.
But I would have thought, I'm like, I thought she was in more than that. But no. And I must have seen it because I remember that I remember that, you know, her in the little hat and all that. I remember that. So maybe my mom watched it or something. I don't know.
Might have been.
Terry O'Quinn, who played Joe Haller. Haller. He has 189 credits. You know what he's most known for? He played John Locke in Lost, 120 episodes.
Okay.
Now, he was also the good sheriff in Tombstone.
Right. He was.
And he was the father in The Cutting Edge. But Terry O'Quinn is an iconic horror monster or killer because he was in both Stepfather films. And he plays a serial killer.
Okay.
And they didn't make any more, but I think you could put him up with Jason Michael and all that. That's what he was. He was kind of like that. He was the guy next door who was hiding that killer identity. But they're actually pretty good films, the two Stepfather films.
I've never seen them. But...
Yep. Pretty good films. All right. So got his picture up. He's a handsome devil, isn't he? So Rob, I think it's a GOAT.
Oh, I know it's definitely good for me.
All right. We're doing good. We started off kind of rocky and we're doing good.
There.
Yeah, we're doing good. So we've got 3 GOATs.
3 GOATs.
I cannot believe I'm putting Silver Bullet next to Return of the Living Dead, but that's how much I love my co-star. All right. This film is the one and only film that actually made me physically ill watching. Even though I knew it was practical effects, I knew it wasn't real, it made me want to vomit watching
That's some weird ass scenes.
So this is about a guy who finds a serum to bring people back from the dead. And someone tries to steal it. He ends up killing that guy, and that guy ends up becoming the main antagonist of the film. He gets reanimated. When he reanimates, most of these folks, they turn into like crazy killers. But for some reason, the doctor he kills, he decapitates, has all of his facilities.
Right.
Everybody else. And it may be, the reason may be, Rob, that the ones he does reanimate prior to the doctor is they're dead for a while. And the guy he decapitates is, I don't know. I may be giving way too much credit.
Fresh.
But that's what the film is about. And then he has a girlfriend in there who finds out about it. It is notorious. It is a notorious film. Very controversial. The budget was $900,000. It made $2 million. But where it became the moneymaker came from VHS and from HBO. This one was on HBO constantly.
Never saw it on HBO.
It's one of the biggest cult horror hits of the 1980s.
Wow.
And I know because everyone I know knows this film. There are 8+ deaths. Dr. Hans Gruber. There's a guy named Hans Gruber in this film. That's here, he gets decapitated. He dies after his head bursts and eyes bulge after Herbert injects him with the reagent a second time, I think.
Like a big, massive dose, yeah.
Dean Allen Hazley is crushed by a reanimated corpse. He is reanimated by West, and then in his reanimated form, he becomes kind of a hero and fights back the rest of the zombies, and then he's killed again. A security guard is killed. Rufus the cat, which you just saw, the cat that was resurrected. There's several hospital staff that are killed. Dr. Carl Hill, he's the bad guy. Sorry, not Dr. Hans Gruber. Carl is the one who's decapitated. He's brought back. And then he also is overdosed in the reagent, but instead of his head exploding, I think his intestines pop out and all that shit. And then Megan Halsey, the female protagonist, is strangled. And at the end of the movie, she gets injected. And the movie ends with her screaming, giving the sense that she's been reanimated. Yeah. But again, here's the confusing part. Unless the serum amplifies your evil nature or gives you like a Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde complex, I don't know why some people are able to keep their shit together and some people aren't.
Yeah.
So, and Dr. Hill is quite clever.
I would put that up to either their personality when they were living, or
it makes them more
they're fresher. Or
now there may be. This is based off a Lovecraft story that was released in Weird Tales called the Herbert West Reanimator. It was published in 1922.
Wow.
So I haven't read the story. I've read a lot of Lovecraft stories. I haven't read this one, and they may explain why in the story that maybe it does amplify the evil in you. But I don't know. It is loosely adapted, by the way. I don't want you to think it's an exact replica. There is a very controversial scene in it where she's stripped down and
easy now.
She's stripped to bed with her legs spread, and they take the head of Dr. Hill and put it down by her woohoo, and basically are
horrible,
implying something is going to happen with his head and her privates. We'll just leave it. That was okay. Was that okay?
That was okay.
All right. Rob, explain what happened when that scene was filmed. That you told me this morning.
Well, what did that take?
His wife.
Oh, his
dear Lord, talk about boomer brain.
My head's going. His wife was on scene in when they were filming this scene, and she was so appalled that he would be a part of something like that she stormed off the scene and right after divorced him because he did that.
Yeah, it's a terribly tactless scene.
It is a tactless scene.
And I really believe that this film was designed strictly for shock value.
Oh,
this
100%.
was the Terrifier.
No, it was
shock
value.
Yeah, this was the Terrifier of its time. It did have sequels. It had The Bride of Reanimator, which I don't think the girl came back. The actress came back. The original actress came back for that. And then there's Beyond Reanimator, which is a lower budget version. But there's 3 films. There's also a stage play that apparently Norm
stage play.
Yeah. Yep.
Okay.
So, the reagent serum. This is pretty cool. They took fluorescent green liquid from a highlighter pen and mixed it with chemicals. That's how they created the That's pretty creative. That's pretty creative. Yeah, that's pretty creative. More than, you ready for this, Rob? So I make horror films. Rob and I both do. We just made Your It, which you guys saw the trailer for in the first part before we got booted off of YouTube. So everyone always complains that I use too much blood. Like my famous expression is, "We need more blood."
More blood, yeah.
Guess how many gallons they used for this film of fake blood?
50.
You know what? I preface that number would make, no, it's 24.
Okay.
But the way I preface that, I get where you'd say 50. So, the movie was originally given an X. So instead of what most directors did, like what we talked about with Mutilator, he left the gore in and chose to show it at unrated, show it unrated to theaters instead of cutting it down.
Wow.
And it made it the pioneer of the unrated video hit. This was the forefather of that.
Right.
I don't know if it's the forefather though, because there might have been other films, shock value. I don't know. This was the big daddy. This was the big daddy of the unrated film market. I remember that because this, I'm sure it blew up the censors in Britain with the video nasties, but this was the film, this and Faces of Death, when I was growing up. You had to see these two films. Because Faces of Death freaked you out, and then this was like the most gory. It's the most gory, and there's a lot of nudity, and there's a scene in it with this head and this girl, and you're like, oh, okay. Quentin Tarantino says that this is one of his favorite films.
I can believe that.
I can
absolutely. For sure.
There was also a comic. There's several comics of it, which is pretty cool. Stuart Gordon, this was his first feature debut. Look at where he went. So look at this real quick, Rob. I want
settle down over there.
So look at it. So he went Fortress. I've seen Castle Freak, Space Truckers, Dagon, From Beyond, and Dolls. Right, and then we have like a full-on shift to becoming the writer of all the Honey We
wow.
Like wrote all three of those films. Like what an immediate shift of gears. So kudos,
he must have got tired of all that and said,
kudos, Stuart.
Yep.
Yeah, because of all these films, what films do you think made him the most money?
Oh, we know what. Yeah, I know that's what the kids do.
Okay. Jeffrey Combs has 222 credits. He played Herbert West. He's been in a lot. It was his breakout role. He has become a cult horror icon. He is a favorite on the con circuit. He's very good with his fans, but he was in all three Reanimator films, Trancers 2, Fear.com, Castle Freak. He was really good in The Frighteners. If you haven't seen The Frighteners with Michael J. Fox, he plays one of the bad guys, and he's absolutely amazing. And he plays a complete nutcase.
Okay.
I forget what he was in The House of Haunted Hill, Fortress, Necronomicon, The Guyver. He played Dr. Mordred. Mordred, the ripoff of Doctor Strange.
Mm-hmm.
He was in the House of Haunted Hill 2. I Know What You Did Last Summer. He made a cameo in that. I didn't know that.
Okay.
So got a pretty.
You know
good...
what else he was in?
What?
And it was driving me crazy where I knew him from. He played a character on Star Trek Deep Space Nine called Weyoun.
Yes, I forgot about that. You're right, because I used to watch Deep Space.
Oh, he
Nine.
also played shoot. What are the aliens called? It was Quark on.
I know you're talking about. I know what they were called. The Ferengi.
Ferengi. He played a Ferengi on also on Deep Space Nine.
I always feel like that was a slur to Italians.
Ferengi.
Yeah, I don't know why. It's not.
No.
He's also known for. He's done a ton of voiceover work as well. Barbara Crampton, who played the victim of the head thing, Megan Housley. She has 167 credits. She actually produced the Castle Freak reboot. She was in Castle Freak and produced the reboot
I hadn't even heard of
in
that.
2010. She was in Body Double, Chopping Mall, From Beyond, Trancers 2. She did a lot of stuff with
Chopping Mall.
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh my God, it's so bad.
Wow.
I think we're reviewing that. But she did a lot with Jeffrey. She was also in Lords of Salem and Tales of Halloween is good. I saw that one, but another legitimate Scream Queen. David Gale, who played the bad guy, he has 53 credits. But he's most known for the Reanimator films, The Guyver, and Switch. He plays the Doctor in Switch. Switch is a terrible movie. It's about a guy who becomes a girl.
Oh.
It just makes your head hurt. It's not funny.
That bad, huh?
Yeah, it's really bad. So, anyway. Reanimator Rob. Now, I will tell you, most horror fans would consider this a GOAT.
What?
Yes, because groundbreaking unrated film, groundbreaking special effects, comedy horror, gore to the max, one of the most controversial scenes in horror up to that point. And I think it opened the door for scenes like in Terrifier where somebody gets their cut from, crotch down. But,
that surprised me because I was going F with it, but
I don't think you can give us an F. I think you have to give it a GOAT. I think you do.
Oh, there's no way. I'm not agreeing to GOAT.
I think you do. I
no
think
way.
You have to. The least I can give it is an A.
Well, I'm not going with GOAT, so you're going to have to do A.
But I think that anybody.
Me personally, well, I would give it an F.
Well,
sure.
no. It's like Return of the Living. I would give Return of the Living Dead.
Yeah.
I wouldn't give it a high grade. But I recognize the dumbass. I recognize the ability, but yeah, I'm gonna give it an A only under protest from you.
Okay.
But I think it might qualify as a GOAT.
No way it's a GOAT.
Well, I mean, what it accomplished.
Other movies accomplished better.
Oh no, I'm not saying that, but I mean, Return of the Living Dead. You can say the same thing for that. But it is a GOAT.
Phenomenal all the way around.
Again, subjective, but the key parts of it is special effects. It was groundbreaking for the time, and it reinvented the genre. It really did. It reinvented the genre. Wouldn't you agree? I'm talking about the Return of the Dead.
Oh yes, for sure.
Yeah. So. Yeah. So. Anyway, yeah. All right, House. Rob, you haven't seen this, right?
I have not.
Okay.
But I did do a review.
Yeah. So House is about it starts off with a woman hanging herself because the house is haunted, and she leaves the house to her nephew, who is going through a divorce and who also lost his child in the house.
In the pool.
Right. But they never arrested him. Like that's such a weird story that he wouldn't go to jail. But anyway, so the film is about him returning to the house, trying to find his son, and also dealing with a past trauma. And a lot of the monsters that show up, you're not really sure if they're real or if they're in his mind.
Because he's a Vietnam vet.
Right. So so I kind of feel like he's manifesting these monsters by his trauma. This is one of the first trauma horror movies. That's a new thing I invented, trauma horror, where the film is focused strictly on the person's trauma. Mostly it's a female who's going through trauma and somehow evil things happen because of her trauma.
The only reason I don't think it's that is because other people see the things too.
George Wendt sees the closet monster, but that's the only one. Nobody else sees anything. Because remember when he's digging the grave of the witch he kills, the stuff is crawling around and the woman doesn't even notice it.
Right.
Now the little boy does.
He does.
The little boy does. He babysits this little boy in one of the scenes, the neighbor's kid. But it does have a really cool ending. But I call it it's definitely comedy horror, but it's along the lines of trauma horror. I think trauma horror is a new genre where films are focused on more so on the person's trauma. That correlates with the horror. Now you may go run all horror films of trauma. No, I'm talking about like a psychological effect, a psychological trauma. We see it in Smile. It was in Weapons. It was in several films, and it always seems to be a female protagonist, and her whole character is her trauma. Like they don't expound upon her character; it's just about her trauma. And A24 does a lot of them, and I think it is. You have to be careful with that genre because it's a slow burn, and you have to care about the character.
Yeah.
To care about, so you can have the coolest monster, the coolest effects. Of course, a lot of them repeat the same effects. Those kind of conjuring, sinister effects, the jump scares and all that supernatural. But you have to be really careful because you can lose your audience and then the payoff can feel very weak. And you have to, for trauma horror, you have to invest in the character. And if you don't develop that character properly, nobody cares about their trauma.
Right.
And they try to make them relatable. Oh, Talk to Me is another one. Talk to Me is another one. So I'm creating a new classification, trauma horror. So anyway, House. That's the story in a nutshell. So this was a budget of $3 million. It made 22, so at 19. So it's now taking the second spot. There are 3 deaths, but we're not sure which ones are happening in real time and which ones are in his mind.
Right.
His aunt does die; she hangs herself. Big Ben, the monster, his friend, who he left in Vietnam, who comes back as a kind of a zombie.
Right.
He dies at the end, and then there's the creature the witch you just saw. There's a fake wife, a witch, and a monster woman. They're all the same character, so I'm not counting them as separate deaths.
Doesn't his Vietnam buddy pretty much orchestrate this whole thing?
Supposedly he's the one. He's the one that took his son too.
Right.
But the wife shows up. He's divorced, and they're divorced because of what happened with the kid. And his wife shows up, and she ends up being evil. He shoots her, thinking it's his wife.
Or did he?
Yeah, and then she turns into a witch woman. And that witch woman at the end, she gets shot multiple times. She gets killed by flying garden tools, and then he chops her up. So,
Yeah.
and we don't know, again, there's a kid who interacts with one of the parts, but for the most part, when the neighbor comes over and he's trying to hide the body, and the cops come over too, nobody notices anything. So, which is a cool aspect of it. Sean S. Cunningham, the producer, he was the man behind the Friday the 13th films. Did you know that?
I did not.
James Cummins, James Cummins, 25 credits. He died in 2010. He specialized in practical monsters, oversized puppet prosthetics. And he was involved in The Thing. He was involved in Jaws 3D, Strange Invaders, Enemy Mine, The Garbage Pail Kids, The Hitcher and Twilight Zone series, Deep Star 6, Summer Party Massacre 2, and Alien Predators. That poster looks familiar, doesn't it, Rob?
It does look familiar.
So he had a pretty solid career. And I will tell you, the practical effects are good. They're really good in this.
What I've seen, yeah, they were.
By standards today, not so much.
Right.
But for the time, there was a whole subset of people like myself who read Fangoria magazine or ran Famous Monsters who loved kind of the monster effects that maybe didn't really sell it 100%, but they just look cool. So this is an amusement park ride of a movie. There's The Witch, all practical.
Awesome.
And then there were also Monster Kids. The Closet Monster, which Rob is right. George Wendt's character sees this. And I didn't know if you noticed, Rob, it's made up of I think this creature is made up of all the people who died in Vietnam, because if you look at his body, it's all made of skulls and they're all screaming.
Skulls, you're right.
So I wonder if that's like his trauma of seeing everybody die, like PTSD it could be like a PTSD monster. And this is where the trauma horror works, because you relate to this character. Mm-hmm. So you relate to the trauma he's going through. There were sequels. House 1, House 2 is much more of a comedy. The horror show, which was House 3, deviates completely from the story. And then in House 4, William Catt, the star of House 1, comes back. But I don't think the final two sequels are worth seeing. Steve Miner. Oh, by the way, it did win a 1986 International Fantasy Film Award for Best Special Effects. And the critics loved it. I mean, critics were mixed, but the audience loved it. It was a word-of-mouth comedy. It was a grassroots campaign that brought this movie into profitability. And of course, it had a second life on HBO and video. Director Steve Miner. Let me get this right, because he has 72 credits. He did a lot of TV. He directed Friday the 13th Part 3, Night of the Creeps, which I think is one of Brandy's favorite movies. Forever Young, Big, Bully. I've never seen that. H2O, Halloween H2O. Lake Placid. And he directed Soul Man.
Soul Man?
Yeah, Soul Man, about the guy who does blackface to get into college. And then Warlock. So this is all the films he directed. Not bad. Not a bad resume. Yep. But now he does TV. The story was by Fred Decker, who has 47 credits. Steve wrote Night of the Creeps and Fred directed it. My bad. Okay. He also directed Monster Squad. Remember we talked about how disappointed he was in the results of Monster Squad?
Yeah.
Yep. And he also directed RoboCop 3. And then the rest of these films he did writing for.
Okay.
Godzilla 1985, Predator, The Predator, Tales from the Crypt, Star Trek Enterprise. But he did direct RoboCop 3, which is frightening. It's a terrible movie.
It is.
I almost feel like he directed RoboCop 3 as a middle finger to the industry, because it's so bad.
You're right.
I feel like he literally, because of what happened with Monster Squad, said, fuck it, I'm going to direct RoboCop 3. He also performed in Children of the Corn.
Really?
And he sang in Jason X, the Jason Jam, X is the loneliest number.
What?
Yeah, I don't
know what that is.
I don't know.
What is that?
I don't know either. I don't know. William Catt, of course, plays the main character. Now, here's the mistake I made. I thought William Catt was the guy who did Phantom of the Opera and was in Condor Man. It's not him. He was remember the series?
Oh, yeah.
This
Love
is one of
that
the best
show.
series that came out.
I really
There were only 44 episodes, though, by the way.
Look at what's happened to me. I can't believe it myself.
Get us hit.
No, I'm going to stop right here. This was a great concept. The guy finds the suit. He doesn't have the instructions to the
no
suit.
instructions, yeah.
And you got to learn it.
Suddenly I'm up on top of the world. It should have been somebody else.
That suit is so iconic, too.
Believe it or not, I'm walking on air. I never thought I could feel so free.
By the way, you can watch this on Crackle for free.
Flying away on a wing and a prayer. Who could it be? Believe it or not, it's just me.
A little tidbit: they could not stand each other when they first started working together.
Really?
They hate each other. Yeah, they
They work
eventually
so well together on
Yeah, they developed a friendship after where they hate each other. I just found that out.
Just like the light of a new day.
Interesting theme song for a superhero film, by the way.
Hit me from out of the blue.
Another fun fact: she was supposed to be in one episode.
Really?
Yep, and they had so much chemistry they made her they made her a co-star.
Taking me out of the spell I was in, making all of my wishes come true.
Connie Selica. She was in something else too, wasn't she? Stephen Cannell with the typewriter.
I never thought I could feel so
Wasn't Stephen Cannell 18, right?
Huh?
Didn't he do 18 and Knight Rider too?
I have no idea.
Look that up on your phone. See if Stephen J. Cannell did Knight Rider and
They could.
Stephen J. Cannell. C-A-N-N-E-L-L. See it right there. Stephen J. Cannell.
Okay.
I think he did Knight Rider and I think he did A-Team. He may have even done Riptide. I might be thinking about somebody else. It's not the Sit Ubu Dog Sit. This is the guy with the typewriter. Remember at the end? And you throw the paper. Only people of Gen X will understand what I just did.
Believe it or not, it's just me.
Hero, Riptide.
Yep.
21 Jump Street.
Yep.
18. White Guy.
Yeah. He owned action in 1985.
Really,
I mean, in the 1980s. Yep. So, Cat's breakout role was in Carrie. He played.
He sure did. Yeah.
Yep. I don't like Carrie.
You're a dumbass. Then.
No. Watch it again, Rob, and watch
I've
how
watched it
bad
like
the
probably
editing
20
is.
times.
Yeah, the editing is
good one.
terrible.
Oh, I'm
It's
sure
terrible.
now I would think it is, but
Yeah, thanks to me.
Yep.
George Wendt. Who is George Wendt, you may ask?
What's happening, Norm?
Oh.
It's a dog-eat-dog world, Sammy, and I'm wearing milk-bone underwear.
I love that line. It's a dog-eat-dog world. He died, unfortunately, in 2025 this year. 269 episodes of Cheers. Big Ben, the main baddie, he was played by Richard Mole,
Hi, Court.
who has 224 credits. He died in 2023. He was in Night Court.
I didn't know
He
that.
played Bull in Night Court, 193 episodes. Do you know what he also did for voice acting?
I do not.
He was the voice of Two-Face in Batman the Animated Series.
Oh, wow.
I didn't know that. And he had a pretty illustrious voice acting career.
Wow.
So, House.
I haven't seen it, so but what I have seen, I would say
A.
is definitely an A. It looks
I
like
agree.
an A to me.
I agree. I'm not even going to argue. It's not a go by any stretch of the imagination, but it's definitely an A. So, awesome. All right, Day of the Dead. This one is about, it's the third one, Rob? Is it the third or second?
Third.
They're
No,
trying to
Living
make
Dead,
smart
Dawn of the Dead, and Day
zombies.
of the Dead.
Right. It has a very similar, what we talk about smart zombies. It has a very similar thing about the smart
It
zombies.
does, yeah. Well, they're not smart, but they're
Well, they're trying to make them
trying to
smart,
make
yeah.
this. Yeah.
So I think we talked about Return of the Living Dead. But anyway, it's a government plant to take the zombies and try to re-educate them, make them soldiers, whatever.
Or make them useful in some.
Yeah, and in
some-
fact, I'll tell you about some stuff about it. Let me get the sound down because that's way too loud. So the box off the budget was $4 million. Romero wanted $7 million. but huge cuts were made. But the film did $34 million. So it was our #1 film so far in 1985. It may be one of the biggest box office hits in the 80s.
Wow.
There are 7+ deaths. Sarah Miguel and the crew try to capture zombies with poles and ropes, and some of the zombies are killed by gunshots, decapitations. This is traditional zombies. These are shot in the head, they die.
Yeah.
Dr. Logan Frankenstein, they call him Frankenstein.
Yeah.
He's shot in the head by Captain Rhodes. Miguel is sacrificed himself after losing an arm by opening the fence and letting the zombie hordes tear him apart. Private Steele shoots himself in the head rather than be eaten. I would do the same thing. Private Rickles is pinned and gutted by zombies. Private Torres is disemboweled by zombies. Private Johnson is overwhelmed and eaten. Private Johnson. And Dr. Logan's assistant corpses are shown mutilated. And there are dozens of zombie kills. Dozens. The early drafts had all the characters die, but Romero decided at the last minute to let Sarah, John, and McDermott live, or give the illusion they may have lived.
Right.
It was shot mostly in a real limestone mine in Wampum, Pennsylvania.
So that was fun.
Yep. Yeah, there's an actual story that they were trying to keep the makeup and the entrails they were using for everything, and they were trying to keep it cold in the mine. It wasn't working, so the smell was atrocious.
Ooh, I bet.
It was absolutely atrocious. So that's one of the most famous scenes when he gets killed. It's definitely a different feel than the other zombie films. It feels closer to Night of the Living Dead than anything else, because if you look at which is the one on the mall, Rob?
Dawn of the Dead.
Yeah, Dawn of the Dead is a bigger film.
It is.
It's a bigger film, which is shocking. They cut his budget, but the original vision. So you can have this, Rob, because I thought this was interesting. He wanted a massive, epic zombie war with military battles above ground because he was trying to follow up with Dawn of the Dead. But the budget cut forced the story into an underground bunker setting. The lost version is sometimes called the Gone with the Wind of zombie films. So it was so epic that they called it the Gone with the Wind of zombie films. Humans had captured zombies in mass, using them, as you said, as labor, even trainable worker zombies, which was an expanded concept on the character Bub. There was supposed to be a whole society where zombies did menial tasks while humans controlled them with technology. Bub's arc was much bigger, showing more intelligence and potentially leading the other zombies in a revolution. Rhodes was still the villain, but with more political power. He was essentially like a dictator. And Sarah's role was larger, leading a civilian resistance against the soldiers. So it was zombie, civilian resistance, soldiers. So it's supposed to be like 3 parts. But it became what it did because of the budget cuts. Though it is criticized as too talky compared to Dawn, which it is, the film's darker tone and social commentary has earned it critical reprisal. I have heard that of the 3 films, this is the most intellectual.
Really?
Yeah, because the first one was kind of like introducing the zombies. Dawn of the Dead was kind of the big zombie, free-for-all.
Right.
And this was kind of commenting on the societal, because the first, I think Romero created the zombies to show how, as people, were so easily swayed. I think it was commercialism and manipulation and markets and maybe even government. Dawn of the Dead kind of just was fun, right? It was much more of a, and this one took it back to the fact of, is the military evil? Is the government evil? Right. That I really feel like that's the way he wanted to go with it. Romero actually requested that Stephen King make a cameo, but schedule prevented it. And of course, as we know, he later collaborated with Creepshow with Stephen King. So this is the 3rd entry. There was Night of the Living Dead, Dawn of the Dead, and Day of the Dead. I always remember the tagline of Dawn of the Dead where it says, "When there's no more room in hell, the dead will walk the earth." That's a great tagline. That's a great tagline.
You know what the 4th one is?
No.
Land of the Dead.
Oh, that's right. They don't mention that though.
They don't.
I don't know. Is it an unofficial sequel?
I thought it was.
Oh, okay.
It's definitely the 4th one.
See, with Rob, you learn something new every day. And we're at, what time are we at?
It's probably midnight.
We're at 10 o'clock and he's still going strong, folks.
Still going strong.
This is a guy who stays up till 4 a.m. and sleeps till 4 p.m. All right. So Tom Savini, the man, the myth, the legend, did the special effects in this film. Creepshow, Creepshow 2, Friday the 13th, Friday the 13th, The Final Chapter, Monkey Shines, Invasion USA, Rob. He did the effects on Invasion USA. We have to do Chuck Norris movies. We need to do a ranking. Maniac, which we've talked about before. The Texas Chainsaw Massacre 2, which is kind of like the Gremlins 2 of the Texas Chainsaw Massacre franchise. Innocent Blood, which is terrible. Day of the Dead, Dawn of the Dead, Night Riders again, which I need to find out what that movie's about. Alone in the Dark, and he also starred in Dusk Till Dawn.
I did.
So, but Savini is absolutely one of the masters of horror. Savini used actual pig entrails for the disembowelment scenes. Unfortunately, they spoiled in the hot underground mine because they thought the mine would keep them cool, making the set unbearable during filming. The mine had to be refrigerated for realistic gore effects, causing condensation and stench. Wow. Crew joked the place smelled like death. Well, there you go. Yep. If you need your motivation. Bub became the first sympathetic zombie in Romero's universe, able to remember using tools, salute, and even shoot a gun. He's now a horror icon.
Wow.
Yeah.
Horror icon?
Really? He's a horror icon, yep. Notice the book he's holding? I just noticed that.
What is it?
Salem's Lot.
Oh, that's funny.
That's pretty good. So, by the way, George A. Romero, he started his career as a grip on the film North by Northwest.
Wow.
Not bad. He has 273 credits. He did Night of the Living Dead, Dawn of the Dead, Day of the Dead, Season of the Witch, The Crazies, which they remade. The Amusement Park, I haven't never heard of that. Night Riders again. It must be good. Creep Show and Monkey Shines. He also played an agent in Silence of the Lambs. He's uncredited. Yeah. He died in 2017. Legend.
Yeah.
Joseph Pilato, who played Captain Rhodes, the main villain.
The big dick. He's a dick too.
He has 71 credits, but he's most known, you ready for this?
Mm-hmm.
As voicing Vexor in Beetleborgs.
Wow.
That's a hell of a career jump.
No doubt.
Gary Howard Clark, who played Steel, he has 33 credits. You know what he's most known for?
Do not.
You remember the movie Big?
Yeah.
He was the guy, the ride guy.
Oh, okay.
That turned him away. Yeah, there you go. There you go. Little fun fact for you. So you learn something on our show at 10 o'clock at night. Greg Nicotine, no, his name is Nick Taro. He has 445 credits. He would become the top FX artist and producer on The Walking Dead.
Wow.
So he did special effects makeup for 175 episodes.
That's crazy.
He was an executive producer on 142 episodes. Mm-hmm. He directed 37 episodes. He co-produced 29 episodes. He also played a walker. He also was a second unit director for 5 episodes and a puppeteer in 1 episode. He also, on the Creepshow series, which I think is out now, or is recent. He's executive producer for 24, directed 13, and wrote 9. So not bad for starting out as a soldier on a zombie film. Rob, again, hate this movie because I just hate zombie films. But I appreciate, it's like that when Gary Busey, since we mentioned him before in Predator 2, I don't respect him. I respect what he does.
Right.
I respect the film for what it is. But I'm going to let you rank it, Rob.
For me, it's a C.
C?
Yeah, really.
Really? Of the 3?
Wow,
Rob.
I could thinking about A, but I'm thinking,
send your hate letters to Rob Cochran at the Camp Killer.
Out of the 3 of those, it was not my favorite.
So Rob not only couldn't guess half the actors we put out there and their roles, but on top of that, gave Reanimator an A, and now is given Day of the Dead a C. So send your hate letters to.
I wanted to give Reanimator an F.
F, I know. Jeez. All right. Speaking of Fs, the stuff is about.
I didn't want to watch it because of the porn cover. It looks like.
The movie should be called The Facial.
The Facial. It's like, what the hell is that?
Anyway, so the movie is about this idiot who finds up from the ground comes a bubbling crude, and it's white shit. So basically, this semen comes up from the ground, which what it looks like, spoiled semen, and he takes a big old finger,
Oh, taste
shoves it in his mouth like,
That's
this
what
shit's
tastes it.
delicious.
Wow.
And then fast forward, he starts a whole company called The Stuff, which takes over the ice cream market. There's a Willy Wonka style character, which he's really not, who owns all these shops, and he sells out this stuff. He's supposed to be the protagonist in the film. And then there's this, all the executives of the ice cream factories hire this guy, Michael Moriarty, and he's going to go find out what's going on. He's supposed to be the hero. He's a complete asshole in the film. He hooks up with this girl who used to be the marketing director of the marketing person of this conglomerate, and they expose what the stuff is. And it's just one big, Larry Cohen wanted to make one big middle finger to commercialism and consumerism, which he does. But none of it's consistent because the stuff, when you eat it, takes control. But some people are in control. They act like zombies. Some people are just being manipulated by the stuff. Some people it doesn't affect. Some people it turns into goop. Some people it doesn't. At the end of the film, when they make the big bust, a lot of people burn the stuff, but they were all under its control. So it's really sloppily put together.
Wow.
It's basically...
Not surprised.
I think what happened was the script was sitting around and somebody had written a porn version of The Blob. And either it was a massive KY jelly or seminal fluid.
That's funny.
And Larry Cohen thought, you know what? Let me change this into ice cream. And let's make a horror
Eat it
film.
out of the ground.
Yeah, so yeah, it's so stupid. It's so, and it's a horror comedy. It's meant to be stupid, but it's stupid at a whole nother level. $1.7 million budget. Guess how much this movie made, Rob?
10,000.
$2 million. Of course, it became a cult hit on what, Rob?
VHS.
And HBO. So there are 8+ deaths. The worker at the quarry who eats it eventually becomes consumed by the stuff. Chocolate Chip Charlie, who's the Willy Wonka guy. The townsfolk all become like Stepford wives. And he ends up dying because his face caves in. You can see the killer semen. The truck driver is killed. The stuff-filled man explodes against the ceiling and guys are goo. Several stuff-controlled victims dies, their bodies rupture or suffocate. During the climax, Spears and his militia torch stuff factories and addicted people. Numerous stuffed zombies are killed by fire or gunfire. See, again, there's zombies, there's non-zombies.
Wow.
The stuff's corporate creators are killed off-screen, assumed after vigilantes, including Spears, force-feed them their own product, and dozens more implied. So we're going to say 8+, because we're not kill counts, so we're not as accurate. 8+, but yeah. That scene they did where he's attacked by the stuff and he goes up at the ceiling. They actually did that. Where's the note on that? For the shot where a man is pulled across the ceiling by the stuff, the filmmakers rotated an entire room upside down. They built the set and rotated it. And that was used again in Nightmare on Elm Street.
Yeah,
So that's really cool. So there was something, at least productive, that came out of this. Larry Cohen, of course, conceived the film as an attack on consumerism, junk food, fad dining, and advertising culture. He wanted to be more satirical, but the New World Productions said, no, we want it more horror. And he said, which is a great line, Rob, he said, the real horror is how people will consume anything if you advertise it right. So he made a point with his own film. Because he literally made a point with his own film. So his film is the very thing that he's making fun of, which is fantastic. I give him kudos for that. The stuff was created using a variety of substances for filming, I bet.
Yeah.
You know what? They probably had Ron Jeremy on set. Including ice cream, yogurt, shaving cream, and even fire extinguisher foam. I think there was obviously some miniature sets too, because
I had to be.
Yeah, but it looks like spoiled semen. At least the earlier scenes, the when it's pure white, it looks like shaving cream.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think it would have probably made more money if they called it killer semen.
Killer semen.
In fact, when they used the extinguisher foam, Michael Moriarty actually got flesh burns from it, and it got in his skin and eyes. Fans have actually made parody merchandise. So that's pretty cool. It's also one of the least original titles I've ever heard. So Larry Cohen, we've dealt with him before. Full Moon High, Help in Harlem, The Stuff, Deadly Illusion, It's Alive, It Lives Again, Island of the Alive, It's Alive remake, The Wicked Stepmother, Maniac Cop 2, Maniac Cop 3, Cellular Phone Booth, Flight Pan. It's only toward the end that he actually started making what I would call psychological thrillers. The rest of them are just B-movie horror.
Yeah.
But good for him. He's got 146 credits. Michael Moriarty. He's very difficult to work with, I've heard.
Really?
But he's just it's not unlike Klaus. He's just eccentric. I don't think he's abusive. But he was in the stuff, Troll, Hanoi. Now, here's where it's interesting. Michael Moriarty broke the mold. He was in the movies like The Stuff and Troll, which are basically B-horror movies. But then he did Hanoi Hilton. And then he did Courage and the Fire. Then he was in Pale Rider. Remember, he plays the homesteader.
The homesteader, yeah.
And then he ended up doing, how many seasons? He was in Law & Order.
Okay.
I forget how many seasons. But he was also in a film we reviewed, Q.
Oh, he was in that?
Yeah, he was in that.
Okay.
He played the main lead in that. Garrett Morris, who played the Chocolate Chip Charlie, which...
Oh, he plays that character? Okay.
They called him Chocolate
Chip Charlie?
Rob.
Oh, okay, I got you.
They called the black guy
the
Chocolate Chip
Charlie.
He's supposed to be the Willy Wonka. He's not. He's not the Willy Wonka of this film. He's such an odd character because you think he's the good guy. And then you come to find out that he's also infected by stuff. He has the most gory scene because he actually transforms. His mouth just starts opening and starts dissolving. Yeah, it's pretty gory. A dog does that too. But most people remember him from the 99 episodes that he did on Saturday Night Live. And he also, which he actually, there was a skit with the people coming over for the Superman's birthday party. And okay.
All right, come on in, join the party. Excuse me, I'm not sure if I remember your name. I'm really bad with names, you know.
You don't remember me? We met several times. It's Ant-Man. A-N-T-M-A-N.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Ant-Man. Oh,
Yeah.
What are your superpowers again? You talk to the ants, is that it?
Well, partly, but mainly I shrink myself down to the size of an ant while retaining my full human strength.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's really impressive.
If that's the case, as a human, he could lift the refrigerator.
Right.
So so he can lift seeds and shit? I don't know.
Size of an ant.
Sounds like
human
a flex
strength.
on the ants.
Yeah.
You must be able to clean house on those other ants. hey, Hulk, check this guy out. Ooh, got the strength of a human.
Ant-Man, huh? Where are your ants?
Yes.
They're at home in the ant farm.
Oh, best stay out of this guy's way. Oh, every molecule's quivering now.
I don't see what's so funny. Is there something wrong with being Ant-Man? I mean, what's the joke? I don't see what's so funny.
Oh, great, Ant-Man. Oh, excuse me. Don't worry about it. We're just ribbing you.
Hey, Lois, where's the cans? Around
There's a great scene with that, by the way. If you look this up on YouTube where he goes to the bathroom and stinks up the John. But yeah, Garrett actually made an appearance in the Ant-Man movie. The Ant-Man falls in his car.
Right.
But he also was in the Jamie Foxx show. He did 100 episodes on Jamie Foxx. He was a regular reoccurring character. He was in Martin. He did 55 episodes of Martin. And I didn't know this. He was also most recently in Two Broke Girls. He did 130 episodes with that. That's a pretty funny series. Danny Aiello was in this, if you can believe that, Rob.
Wow.
So we're going to play Can Rob, our last time. Can Rob pick the movie?
For Danny Aiello?
Yes.
No.
All right. Here's the first one. Look closely, Rob. Oh, wait, Rob. Before you guess. Hold on. We got to give you some kind of, we got to get something. Here you go. There's your.
Bye, bitch.
Okay. All right. That's your musical. Let me go back. So take a look and what movie is that?
I have no idea.
Godfather 2.
Is that part 2?
Yeah, he was.
Picked a damn weird
screenshot. I picked
of
it because that character is in Godfather. He's remember, he's one of the main characters, and because of this, he turns on Michael.
Yeah, I know you're talking about now, but that scene.
How about that one? One of my favorite movies of all time.
Looks familiar, but
Moonstruck with Cher. Yeah. What about this one?
Not a clue.
I think one of Spike Lee's best movies, Do the Right Thing.
I've never seen that.
How about that one?
Nope.
Harlem Nights. How about that one?
Nope.
Jacob's Ladder.
You should have done this one.
How about that one?
No.
That's Hudson Hawk. A
Okay.
terrible movie. And that one?
No.
Lucky Lever Slevin.
Not a big Danny Aiello fan.
He has 189 credits.
He's really wow.
He's in a lot. He's in a lot of
Sorry,
movies
Danny.
that I love. Yep.
Sorry, Danny.
Also, in this was Paul Sorvino. He played the general.
Okay.
And Paul has been in Oh God, Turquoise 2. He makes a cameo in that. He was in Dick Tracy. I didn't know that. He played Paulie in Goodfellas.
Yeah, oh yeah.
That's his biggest part. He was in the Rocketeer, and he also played a mobster in The Kill the Irishman. You need to watch that with me. That's a
Kill
great
the
film.
Irishman?
It's a great film based on a true story. It's kind of like the Irish version of Goodfellas. But he did a lot with TV. Number one, he had 286 credits. He did 36 episodes of a series called That's Life. I think he played the dad. He was in Law and Order, which I forgot. He did 31 episodes of Law and Order. And then he was in a show that was starred him called The Oldest Rookie on CBS. He did 14 episodes of that. So Paulie, it was Paulie in.
It was Paulie, yeah.
It was Paulie in
It was
Goodfellas. All right, so Rob,
this is all you, brother.
that's fucking Z, man. What the fuck are you talking about?
Gotta be.
That
You don't see any
this
argument-
movie
no argument from
could
me.
not come soon enough. So if it was, they wouldn't put it on a boat because there'd be too much semen. Semen.
Can we move on
Semen.
from the porn jokes?
Good Lord. It would have been great if somebody like grabbed it and like did the hair like What About Mary and had the hair sticking out. God, what a terrible movie. All right, guys, we're in the home stretch. Cat's Eye. So this is an anthology series. I think it's one of King's weakest anthology series, though Rob says the book is pretty good. I haven't
Stories
read
are
the
great in
story,
the book, yeah.
but it's one of his weakest. This feels to me King's most vulnerable because a lot of these stories, like the smoking story and all that,
Pillars Incorporated?
yeah, stuff that he dealt with.
Yeah.
So compared to his other films, this is probably to me one of the most bland, vanilla horror anthologies out there. It's not scary. It's not even a psychological
I
thriller.
don't think it's meant to be really.
It's like drama
like horror scary. I
It's
think
drama horror.
Yeah, drama horror.
So there's multiple stories. Rob, what are the stories in this that you read the book?
I don't know if I can make it. There's the Quitters Incorporated. There's the one where he makes the guy walk around the outside of the building.
No, that's The Ledge.
That's The Ledge.
Yeah.
And then, shoot, you put me on the spot.
There was the one with the cat, Drew Barrymore.
What was
Quitters Incorporated, Ledge,
Right.
and then the girl at the end with the troll.
Oh,
I
that
think there
what
was
was the
three
name of
stories.
that one?
There was 3 stories. Yeah. And the cat ties them all together.
Yeah, he sees and all like all of them.
Yeah, yeah. So, congratulations to the cat. 7 million. It made 13. It was It was actually landed between King's bigger draws.
Really?
It was between Cujo and Christine, and it even competed with Silver Bullet. But I think Silver Bullet far exceeded its box office. It is popular. I don't think this was a big a rental as it was more of a cable watch.
Cable, probably. Yeah,
Yeah.
I would say cable watch that had been.
So there are only 2 deaths.
Cujo.
Yeah. Kressner.
Christine?
Yep. Kressner was made to walk the ledge after Robert Hayes' character survives, and then the troll gets killed. So, and Drew Barrymore shows up in all 3. She shows up as a background girl in Quitters, the Vision in The Ledge, and then she plays the main character with the cat. So that's the Quitters, right, where he tortures the wife.
Yeah, I thought Quitters Incorporated was a very good concept.
And it's not horror. It's
No,
like
it's
drama.
what you're-
It's
it's what it
drama
is,
horror.
drama
Yeah.
horror, yeah.
Yeah. It's very, yeah. So again, another Goodfellas tie. Alan King is in this. Another Goodfellas tie to because we had the what was it? We just looked at the stuff.
He plays kind of a mob boss in this.
Yeah, yeah. And he's not a mob boss in Goodfellas. He's a lawyer. He's a lawyer. Yeah, he's a lawyer who helps Robert De Niro's character. So that was Cat's Eye. So that's the troll in the film that haunts the girl. The troll was a puppet. And the cat is the one that I think takes it out the end.
Cool.
Frank Welker does the voice of the troll, I believe.
Frank Welker. Why does that sound familiar?
Because he's Megatron.
Ah.
But he's done tons of voices. The actual, for the ledge scene, Rob, it was built on a real high rise with stuntmen performing at dangerous heights with safety wires, but still nerve-wracking.
That was an actual outside of a building?
Robert Hayes did some of the close-up ledge work himself. I don't know how high the building was, but yeah, he did. Yeah.
You can make it look just as good on a set. So it's kind
because that looks like miniatures. That does not look like but I don't know. I don't know how big that it could be too. That could be just crazy. A backdrop, but I don't know. But that's insane. That's insane. And most people like Cat's Eye because of what you caught, Rob. You kind of stole the thunder. The Christine cameo.
Sorry about that.
No, it's okay. I'm glad you did. And the Cujo cameo. Yeah. There's also some other very, very subtle cameos in there, but I'm not going to spoil them. Watch the movie so you can catch them all.
Okay. I'll watch it again, see if I can pick them out.
Louis Teague was a director. We've dealt with Louis before. He did Alligator, Jewel of the Nile, and Navy SEALs. Drew Barrymore was the star. She was coming off, I think she was, coming off of E.T.
Is that after E.T.?
Yep. She's done a ton.
Yeah,
we've seen Drew before because she was in Firestarter or Firestarter Review. But she's done a tremendous amount. She eventually moved to comedy. She was in Batman Forever. I didn't realize she was in Smile too. And she did some voiceover work. She was also in those 2 terrible Charlie Angels movies. She also had a show that ran that's still on. Running so far it's run for 437 episodes. She has 542 credits to her name. James Wood also making a second appearance on Toxic Tears. We reviewed Videodrome with him in it. Woods has 372 credits. He was the lead in the Quitters.
Quitters Incorporated.
But I love him most.
All right, Peter, I'm here. Where are you? Ooh, piece of candy.
Ooh, piece of candy.
Ooh, piece of candy.
Love that.
Ooh, piece of candy. 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 Ooh, a piece of candy.
And afterward, Peter says, we've done this twice now. You need to remember this next time he shows up.
Yeah.
So, but and James Woods was blacklisted because of his conservative beliefs. And I was shocked that they had him on Family Guy. But it showed in the early age of Family Guy. Family Guy was like South Park; they were equal opportunity.
Opportunity.
And that changed, but because even Rush Limbaugh was on Family Guy. Surprisingly, he's also well known for.
Guys, Olympus would be that way.
Hades and Hercules, which is one of my favorite Disney movies. But James has done a ton. There's just a small sampling. I haven't seen Vampires. I've seen bits of Vampires. I did see Bestseller, Ghost of Mississippi, Contact, Against All Odds. I forgot he was in Casino. He played the pimp, Sharon Stone's boyfriend. Any Given Sunday, he made a cameo in Scary Movie 2. He was in John Q, which Denzel Washington, which is fantastic. I think he played the asshole doctor, if I'm not mistaken. And then he was in Be Cool. He played kind of this kind of rancid music exec.
Be Cool.
Yeah, that's a sequel to Get Shorty.
Oh.
So it's a good film. He also was the executive producer of Oppenheimer.
I know that.
And because of the controversy, because this was back before 2024, he told the studios not to add his name so it wouldn't hurt the film. Can you believe that?
Same.
So, I mean, he got the check. So, I mean, it's not super noble, but still. I like James Woods a lot.
I do
too. Alan King, we talked about it. He was in Goodfellas. I mean, Casino. Not good. Damn it, Rob, I said Goodfellas. He was in Casino. Now I get my card revoked. He was in Casino. He played the lawyer in Casino. Not Goodfellas. But he plays the bad guy in Quitters, right?
Yes.
But he did a skit show. He has 245 credits. He died in 2004. But he's an old school comedian. And he did Inside the Comedy Mind for 61 episodes. I tried to find a clip, Rob, for him. but all of his humor is definitely Boomer Gen X.
Oh, for
so
sure.
nobody would get his humor. I love his humor, like Red Skeleton, and he wasn't as sharp as Don Rickles, but he was around the Don Rickles era. Yeah. Kenneth McMillan, he plays the bad guy in The Ledge. He has 68 titles. He died in 1989. He's most recognized, and I do recognize him as Baron Vladimir Harkonnen in Dune. I remember because he has a lot of shit on his face. So I don't know what his character is. I haven't actually seen Dune. I've never seen Dune. But I remember seeing when the film came out, I was like, oh God, that looks disgusting. Robert Hayes has 138 credits. He is best known.
Oh, Airplane.
Again, a very hard film to find clips from that will be offensive. Great at physical comedy. Physical comedy was kind of dying. And I think that Airplane brought it back. He was in both the first and second. He is the highlight of the film.
He is.
Lloyd Bridges and Leslie Nielsen are two men that starred in very serious movies. They were known for their acting prowess, their stoicness, their kind of starring in action dramas. Both of them transitioned to two of the funniest comedic actors. Lloyd Bridges in Hot Shots is absolutely insane, but he's fantastic in Airplane. Airplane is, I think, a GOAT because it's as quotable as Blazing Saddles. The sequel, not so much, but the first film, absolutely. Yeah. It's such a great take on, and the thing is, even if you didn't grow up with the airplane disaster films, which kind of permeated the theaters from like 1970 to mid-80s, even if you didn't know those films, because I never liked those films, it still parodied so much of culture. And even though that culture has passed, it's 80s culture, it still holds up. It's still funny. The scene where the guy, again, Robert Stack, another serious actor, was when he beats up all the people in the airplane when they're trying to give him stuff. Now, if you're a Gen Z, you have no idea about that because that was before the TSA, really, before all the nastiness that happened with 9/11. But it used to be able to walk through an airport with nothing. You just walk through an airport, shop and everything. Now they can't do that. But they used to have all these people handing out flowers and tracts and stuff. And it's hilarious. It's absolutely hilarious. I think there's also a YouTube with Gen Zers watching that and just losing their shit over it. So, but Robert Hayes, love him. Candy Clark, Sally Ann Morrison in Quitters, 117 credits. She started a film which I hadn't heard of, but Brandy mentioned it last time she was on the show, which, by the way, was one of our highest rated shows. The Man Who Fell to Earth with David Bowie. She mentioned that. And she was in that, she co-starred with David Bowie in that film. And then last but not least, Mike Starr. You may go, Ron, why are you focusing on Mike Starr? Because Mike Starr has been in 227 films. A lot of times he plays the mob heavy.
Okay.
But you may remember him from this.
Hey, want to hear the most annoying sound in the world? Guys! Fellas.
He has done a lot of stuff.
Yeah, there's actually a funnier scene, but it ran too long, of him they feed him like hot sauce and he has an ulcer. So, yeah. So
he's been in a ton of shit.
So he has been in a lot. All right, Rob. I'm going to tell you, for me, Cat's Eye is a Z because I just don't like it. Yeah. I don't think it's King's best. I don't think the acting is great.
It's a C.
So you want to give it a C?
Yeah.
I don't know if I
think
give it a C,
people would
Rob.
watch it and watch it again.
This is where I wish there was a D category. Well, I gave you Day of the Dead Animator. You're going to give me Cat's Eye.
Go with F.
I'm doing F on Cat's Eye.
Okay.
All right, let's review real quick and see which ones Rob and I agreed on, since we're the Siskel and Ebert of YouTube.
Right.
So let's take a look at our S's real quick. So we got Fright Night. Absolutely, Rob and I agree. We're going to be doing a vampire tier episode pretty soon because we have so many viewers.
Right.
Return of the Living Dead. Rob gave that a GOAT. I agree. It was groundbreaking. It changed the genre. It was true horror comedy, very creative. I hate zombie films, but I would be a remiss not to give credit where credit's due. And of course, Silver Bullet absolutely is a GOAT. It's just a really good study on family and community. It's one of Stephen King's most, I think, thoughtful films. I would say it was a thoughtful film, wouldn't you, Rob?
Thoughtful?
It thought like it's a thoughtful film. Corey Haim is phenomenal. Gary Busey's phenomenal. All the performances are top notch. And I love the idea of the werewolf being the good guy, the guy who's supposed to bring the community together. So a real juxtaposition. I love saying that word, zeitgeist and juxtaposition. And I got Guillermo, finally. I got that done. In the A category, The First Disagreement, Reanimator. I think it should be a GOAT. Rob said an A. I'm saying GOAT strictly
No, I
because...
didn't say A. I said Z.
He said Z. We gave it an A to kind of... But it's groundbreaking. Yes, it's gory. Yes, it's controversial. But it's the first big unrated horror film, which started an entire trend, and I think gave a lot of horror directors an excuse to really stretch the bounds of horror. And I think it's the granddaddy of some of the more controversial horror films, like Serbian film, like Terrifier, etc. But I'm going to give it an A because my good friend said no on the GOAT. House, we both gave an A. We both, Rob hasn't watched the full thing.
From what I've seen, it looks like an A.
I've seen it about 80 times. It's probably my top 100. Once Bitten, we both agreed C. It's a fun film. It's like going to an amusement park.
Right.
Don't expect barrel laughs. Don't expect it to be Jim Carrey's best. It's a cute, if you want some 80s nostalgia, watch it with Better Off Dead. Watch it with One Crazy Summer. Watch it with, those kind of films. It's not up to par with like Uncle Buck or Breakfast Club, but those kind of more cheesy kind of 80s comedies. Day of the Dead, I would have given it higher. I would have given it an A because I think it's one of the most thoughtful and the most cerebral zombie film. But Rob, I don't like zombie films, so I defaulted to Rob, and he gave it a C because he feels like it's not the strongest in the series. And I get that. I mean, Night of the Living Dead was the beginning, and then Dawn of the Dead was kind of the aliens. It was the aliens of the franchise. So F. We probably should have given Transylvania 65000 a Z, but we're going to give it an F because we love Jeff Goldblum.
Star power.
Yeah. Yeah. I think a lot of people would give it a higher grade because of the cleavage. We're not doing that. Creature. Again, I pushed on the F on that. I think, Rob, you wanted a Z for that.
I did want a Z for that.
But I thought the effects were good. The concept is good. It is a ripoff of Aliens, but it took it in a different direction with the zombie element. And I like the parasites. Which, by the way, Alien Earth did something similar with the Oculus monster. It's something similar.
We finished that series, by the way.
It also is similar to Puppet Masters.
Great series. Watch Alien Earth.
Yeah, that wasn't great. It's still worth a watch.
I not enjoyed it.
Yeah, it's worth a watch. Have you seen the whole thing yet?
Yes.
Yeah. I'm not going to say that because it's still out there. Yeah. I did a review. If you want to see the review, it's on my Facebook page.
Nobody cares about your.
Nobody fucking cares. Nobody cares about the show. Fucking A. Rob and I are doing this for the love of each other, love of my movies. That's pretty much. Mutilator. As a micro budget filmmaker, I give him props.
And the effects.
You could tell he gave 110%. Yes. I think the film got ruined with the fact that he was afraid it was going to be unrated. I think it probably would have made more money if it was unrated.
Oh, sure.
The story, the characters are all so superficial. The sitcom score is terrible. And the Fall Break title, I wish they would just kept the Fall Break title. Just lean into it. But it's not a Z because, like Rob said, the effects are good enough to give it. Cat's Eye, I would have given a Z. I can't stand it. Rob does think it's.
I want a C.
Rob likes it. Rob wanted a C, so he gave me a buy on that one. I gave it an F, but Rob would have given it a C. I just think it's the weakest in the Stephen King trilogy, and that's saying a lot. I think it's weaker than Langoliers.
Oh wow!
So now I'm not talking about special effects, by the way. I'm talking about story.
Oh yeah.
And again, I haven't read the story, so Rob has an advantage in that. The Two Z's, The Bride, hands down, fucking terrible movie. It's just terrible. There's nothing. It's boring. Yeah. It's just boring, and it's so sad because you've got Sting, you've got what's her name, Jennifer Beals, you've got what's his name, Tom Clancy, not Tom Clancy, Clancy Brown. You got a tremendous cast. Carrie Elways sucked. Stuff. Yeah.
Yeah. Enough said about that, right?
Yeah. You can't paint a turd gold.
Right.
But this stuff would be the kind of film that if you want to just have a bad movie night, but it would not be a fun bad. It wouldn't be a fun bad movie night.
Didn't look like it to me.
You can watch the stuff and Inseminoid back to back and really want to kill yourself.
That would be horrible.
So we're going to be at Nerdfest. We showed the trailer on October 11th. If you want to check it out, look up Nerdfest on Facebook. Rob will be there as one of his Jason personas. We're going to have Hope Jordan there, one of the stars of the film. In fact, one of the big stars of the film is going to be there.
Yes.
But it's a great con. It's their second con, first year. It's in a school, and it's absolutely amazing. It's some great guys run it. Tim Chasen, Derek, Tyler, they're all awesome guys. They run a phenomenal con. We know a lot of good con people.
We do.
Rick and Dave, Sherry, Brian.
Tons.
And then You're It, our film, is available on streaming on Tubi, Fawsome TV, and Amazon. You can purchase it. Please check it out. If you like it, review it. Rob is not only was my co-editor and a tremendous consultant because I'm not a huge slasher fan, but he also starred as the Void, the main killer, Willie Harkin in it. So he did a phenomenal job. He memorized all his lines.
Every one of them. Never.
So guys, we're sorry this one was so long, but the sound was so bad on the one that we did. I had to do something. In fact, Rob came over early today so we could work on our mics. Hopefully it's better. We're hoping it's better. But anyway, we're going to be back on Facebook. We'll be back on Facebook next week. Our Facebook page is up in the channels. You can see that between me and Rob. We're on Facebook, YouTube, of course. We're here now. TikTok, Instagram, X, and Rumble. So check us out on all those channels. But if you want to see the next episode, which will be October 10th, October 9th. We'll be doing the last part of 1985, completing our tiers, and we'll be on Facebook on 7:30 p.m. Anyway, guys, have a great day. Thank you for joining us. We appreciate you, and we will see you later.
See ya.
See you. What want to be ya?
What want to be ya?